channels?
Like,
I was just asking about.
See how there's two. Well, we got two mics.
I see the two separate cords plugged in. Yeah.
So normally, they'd be each like their own audio channel, but instead they come in as one audio channel together. So like I couldn't edit your voice out and only have my voice.
Oh, you do it both.
Like it's one thing.
Oh.
They come up on the same audio
wavelength.
They're on the same wavelength, dude. On the same file.
That sucks.
I mean, for this purpose, like, I don't really care. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Like you ain't gonna probably do much editing of this, anyways. Okay.
Oh no, it's live. It just goes, dude.
Yeah. Are we live now?
On the permanent record.
Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live, dude.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Live.
Yeah, dude. This is it.
You got a sweet setup.
Yeah, this is a nice little room. I like it.
Yeah.
Office. Got a standing desk recently. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. How's that been working out?
It's supposed to be good for you and shit. It's good. I got that mat to stand on. There's a mat under there. It's like made of that goofy.
Oh, I gotta try that out real quick.
Yeah, go for it, dude. It's alright.
You usually put your feet on the.
Oh, I have to move. I have to move. Like you don't want to be sitting still for an extended period of time. Nice. You got to move around a little bit. Nice. I'm really not sure what I want to do with the wall though. Like the backdrop, you know.
Oh, as far as like from this angle.
Yeah. I feel like it might be good to put some of those like sound pads in that like absorb sound, but at the same time I just don't really give a shit. Like I feel like it's good enough, you know what I mean?
I feel like I should know what those look like.
They're like just foam like textured pads that go on a wall. They're
I do.
Really
okay, I have an image in my head.
Yeah. It's I mean I could get like a regular backdrop like a brick thing. But it actually might be styrofoam too. I mean I don't know what to do. I feel like I'd rather just put up more like posters and shit.
I was gonna say, because if you're doing it, it's like either you're doing it for it to be practical, like the sound quality, or you're doing it for aesthetics, like you want something like dope.
I don't really give a shit about the aesthetics, honestly.
Oh, well,
like,
it's like posters.
I feel like this is good enough. Like, if you're listening to this,
if you're out there,
if you're listening to this, like the sound quality, you really get that much better of an experience by being in like a little bit better sound quality from having fucking like foam on your walls. Like this is good enough, man.
No, that's true.
I feel like this is good enough.
I'm no podcast critic, but I would think you got everything you need right here.
Granted, I haven't listened to it and not watched the video. Like I haven't ripped the MP3 and just listened to the audio file, so I don't know. It might be a little worse, but I feel like audio quality is like.
Yeah, how's the audio been on the ones you MK'd?
Fine. So like, how much better does it need to be?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't need to be an audio snob.
It's
like
fucking
when, audio snobs.
Yeah, it's like when Rogan had like when he had Red Band doing his thing, like his audio boards and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he switched over to Jamie. Although they do a phenomenal job.
Well, it's
a
whole fucking production now.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But like even around, I don't know when they switched over, but like
back in the Disney.
Yeah, I think he switched his backdrop. He had like that brick thing too, with like the Hendrix poster.
Well,
the
yeah.
And then that was like around episode 1000, and then now he's got like the American flag. And
oh
shit. But,
yeah.
So I think there might have been somewhere along those lines. That might have been where he had the new producer.
Yeah, I remember the bricks are always like purple. I feel like.
Purple?
Like there's a purple blue light that was in the.
Oh,
on the bricks, I feel like.
Some were darker than others, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
You know, I'm thinking, yeah, they were, but now he has the same brick, but it's like lighter. Yeah.
I think the brick's just like another common like textured thing to like made of foam or something that absorbs the sound.
I thought it just
but at the end of the day, like I'd rather have posters and shit. Like I'd rather just it look cool because this is good enough.
Well, that's what I mean.
You know?
Aesthetics.
Like, yeah, I'd rather have it look cool. Yeah. Or like, I don't know, just put it. I thought about getting
something in the corner, dude.
Like Go Tribe with Chief Wahoo on it.
Oh.
Go Tribe underneath.
Like a fathead type thing, or like.
No, like that. Except this way, and it's just a big Chief Wahoo, like 60% of it, and then underneath it just says Go Tribe. Nah, 80% of it, like mostly Chief Wahoo. I did up an image in Canva, in like an online photo tool, and like had it. I just haven't ordered it. I should order it. Just pull the trigger.
I was just saying, like you got that corner there. like the corner, you could get funky with that corner.
I
I
can
don't
get
know.
funky with that corner, dude.
You could like, it's not just a wall. It's two walls coming together. Like you got options there. I mean,
quite a mutual angle. You know, it's not too far one way. It's not too far the other. They're just meeting right in the middle.
That is right 90 degrees, man.
That is very right.
What if you just?
That is quite correct.
What if you just put a big grandfather clock right there?
Big grandfather clock.
7 o'clock comes,
dude.
Ding, for like 10 seconds.
Dude. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that one.
Dun 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 dun.
That was that ours? That was ours.
Yeah, I think it's a common thing.
Okay. Well, no, but I'm also thinking of. I was thinking either ours or because like grandma had one. The one that grandma and grandpa had.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was like, I think theirs was more like threatening, like you better get the fuck out of the house or he's gonna kill you. Like he's right there, bitch. Like your time of death has come.
Oh boy, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think theirs was more
downstairs.
Yeah.
In the basement.
Do you know what it looks like? Yeah.
The wooden
over
thing.
The fireplace. No, it was black. It
was
black
old as fuck.
It had a small clock. The clock was maybe that big.
Yeah, it was right. It was tiny.
It was pretty small. Yeah. It wasn't like the big tall ones you think. It was like a short. It looked like if you took an abacus, I feel like sideways, like and you held it, it was like almost that size and like that height, like that width.
Out of all the things you could have compared it to, you chose the abacus.
I don't know. Just like I was thinking like a square shape. I don't know.
Now I got to think about the guy in Mulan. With the goofy mustache, he's got the fucking abacus, and he's like just being an asshole. Eddie Murphy's.
Oh, there's so many
sneaking
Disney
around.
movies, I can't think of them all.
Mulan, dude.
I get made fun of for not knowing those.
Dude, Mulan's the one where the chick pretends to be a guy so she can get into the samurai, like army. It's some. She's an Asian chick. Mulan.
No, that totally sounds familiar. I think I've obviously heard of it, but like when you tell me a Disney movie, I don't know, like 1,000 characters pop into my mind. If you said Mulan or Lion King, the same characters just pop into my mind. I don't understand,
dude.
Because I never said
Mulan is a chick.
Yeah.
There's no lion named Mulan, dude.
No, but like there's like fucking like those avatars and characters that are like all.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know? Okay, yeah, because like if we did watch them when we were growing up, and I don't remember, it was a long ass time ago, and I don't remember. So when people are like,
dude,
you've never
let's
seen.
Get down to business to defeat
No, I remember
the Huns.
Isn't that the song that you and Melissa, you told me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I know, I'm not going to, but I'm like, no,
one of these things.
Yeah, no, yeah. But that's the other part. But I was just gonna say, when you said Mulan, that's kind of the first thought I think. Thing I thought.
Oh, why do you think I came up with that song? Who doesn't remember that?
That's why.
How do you not remember that?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. That is. Dude, yeah, that's what I thought of. It's funny.
The abacus, though?
No, the abacus. Yeah, I was just gonna say. And no, so yeah, no, this was important to clarify why I chose the abacus is because like when you hold it, I'm pretty sure the clock had like grooves, like almost like a column, like a.
Oh, you're right, it did.
Like a pillar, like a column in front of like the fucking. I don't know, some Washington monument. They have like
one of those
columns.
white buildings.
Yeah.
With the things.
With important dead people in them. Yeah.
Like, very vertical. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, and there's like.
Mausoleums.
6 grooves. No.
Just a bunch of dead people in it.
No, well, like from history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. All right. People that died in there. I don't fucking know. But
just dead people hanging out in the White House, dude.
No, that'd be
Donald Dump. Tronald Dump. That's hilarious. I'm gonna take a big Tronald Dump.
Bro.
That's funny.
Maybe he's got a Finstagram and that's his name.
Tronald Dump.
Do you know about Finstagram?
Yeah, I do. Finsta.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it sounds it. Like, this is my... Like, as if it wasn't apparent enough that the life you live on Instagram is fake. Like, we had to create this entire other thing.
It's like clean fake.
And call it the real Instagram. Like, this is my real shit.
It's supposedly clean fake. Except for all the girls with their asses hanging out.
Yeah, whatever.
That's probably...
That's funny. Tronald Dump. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, Donald Trump's living with a bunch of dead people in the White House?
Yeah. But this clock, we can't forget about the clock, because
with the abacus.
Yeah, because I'm trying to make sure you remember it. it's.
I do remember this
that by like, my arms are too long. Take like from there to the tip of my head, so like about that in height, and then about a full fingertip to elbow.
Okay.
Length.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how thick it was. It was on the fucking wall the whole time, telling time, but.
It's probably thick as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It looked heavy. It looked like it was like if you threw it at me, like it would just.
You would drop like a ton of bricks.
Like it
like
reminds me of
clocks.
like the fucking anvil and like Tom and Jerry like like breaks my toe like.
Yeah. Your arms and your hands just flatten out.
Yeah, no, I think that's the best I remember it. And then it had a small little, like maybe the size of that actually told.
Face of it.
Yeah, the face of it. Is that what you call it? Face of a clock?
I think so.
I don't know.
That was a.
Tell
Dude, I remember that. Wasn't that like a really, really old clock? Wasn't it like.
No, it was old. It makes
passed down to grandma, I feel like.
Could have been, yeah. There was.
I don't know why.
In that
I'm thinking that.
basement. The basement's pretty gangster.
Dude, you know what I got in my car right now?
What?
A fucking mallet. Wooden thing that you'd smash sauerkraut with in a big crock, in a big ceramic crock. So they used to have the sauerkraut parties.
I know
and
that
to
they
make the sauerkraut, there's this big wooden pole, and it has this like fat ball on the end of it that's flat on the bottom. So it's like a cylinder with a pole with a like broomstick with a cylinder on the end, and you tamp the cabbage to get the water to come out of it.
Come on, yeah,
and like mix it with salt and whatever.
Just dry it up. Honestly.
Dude, I have this thing just sitting in my car right now.
How long's it been in there?
Since I visited Grandpa and Grandma, me and MK visited.
A couple months ago, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, wait, how long's it been in there?
Dude, just chilling. She had a big crock too. They do have a bunch of old stuff in that house.
Crock is in crock pot?
No, as in like ceramic big ass bowl. You make sauerkraut in.
Oh.
It's called a crock though.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if you, I wouldn't know what that is.
This thing's still working. Looks like it.
Crock.
We have an excellent connection.
Wait, so why'd you take that? Did you think you were gonna like make sauerkraut someday, like for a fucking entire neighborhood of people, or?
We were talking.
No, that,
yeah, I'm gonna get a kegerator too.
Yeah, then it's justified.
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna have
that does sound like a good time.
a fucking party. Yeah. Oh, it does. I'm sure it was a blast.
Like the whole neighborhood come together doing shit.
It was like 3 families. They told us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know they did city chicken too, and pierogi.
Shitty chicken.
Shitty chicken.
A shitty chicken. Welcome to Shitty Walk.
May I check your order?
Take order, please.
You do those voices really well.
South Park?
Yeah, you do a lot of them spot on.
I watched too much of it. I fucking love South Park though.
Yeah.
It's just such a. It addresses so many real issues. It's hilarious.
You can't beat it. Like
it's incredible. Like I feel like you got South Park, Family Guy does it too.
Yeah.
And gets away with it.
Mhm.
And I feel like The Simpsons had some.
They do that. I think
Had some stuff, right?
I mean, I
should go back and watch The Simpsons.
I feel like you gotta be more of a fan. Like you gotta follow them along. Like if you just hopped into a Simpsons episode, I don't know if you'd like it. But like if you just hopped into a Family Guy or South Park more, I think like you'd laugh like easily.
Like they're more standalone episodes, you think?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Whereas it's
I'm
more.
Not sure.
I don't know.
Although.
I'm not sure. I haven't watched enough of The Simpsons.
Yeah, although it's funny, I don't know, maybe I take that back, because, like, South Park, they build up with, like, you know, Donald Trump's been in, Mr. Garrison's been in, like, a bunch of episodes. So, I don't know. And Caitlyn Jenner.
Yo. Oh my
It
gosh.
just looks like a fucking frog that got hit by a 18-wheeler. like the way her tongue hangs out, and her one eye's, like, shut. Oh, that's what I think of. It's like an amphibian. Like.
It's, yeah, she looks like a distorted thing.
No, she's definitely been
It's hilarious.
hit in the face.
Yeah, I think Simpsons does it too. I don't have time to like go watch TV. I feel like I just don't wanna.
Me too. Well,
but
pretty much.
some TV is good though. Like like even now I watch stand-up specials, probably, or some form of stand-up. Sometimes it's on YouTube, but I watch stand-up probably twice a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Not for like an extended period of time. Sometimes it's just like a 10-minute video.
You break it up, or like if you sit down the whole special, do you break up the special, or do you watch the whole thing?
If it's a special, I won't just start a special. Like if I'm gonna start a special, I'm gonna start it with the intention of like watching it.
Alright.
But although I have stopped a special.
It's kind of hard to probably.
Yeah. Well, like if I'm tired and I just want to watch something like funny.
Yeah, laugh. It's good for you.
Dude, yeah, it is.
Fucking.
Have you watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I never have, no.
Dude.
I don't think I may have seen some clips, but.
It's funny.
Is that the one where they're in the car?
No, that's Seinfeld.
Oh, it's comedians in cars getting
Yeah, that's comedians in cars
coffee.
getting
I don't
coffee.
know what Curb is, though.
Curb is Larry David's show.
I knew it was Larry David, yeah.
It's like, but he's the main character.
Okay.
And there's a couple other funny guys in it. Jeff.
Jeff Ross?
No.
Jeff
Daddy Daycare.
Jeff Fox? No.
No, the second guy, the second dad.
Phil? The big fat guy?
Yeah, yeah.
I just looked him up not long ago
Jeff,
because he was in something.
It's Jeff, right?
I have no idea, dude.
I'm pretty sure it's Jeff.
He's out there.
I knew his name at one point. He's
not
funny
sure.
though. He's funny. He was funny even in.
He's got a funny voice. I know that.
He does. He does.
Wait, he's a regular character on the show?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what the plot is.
They're a bunch of. It's like Seinfeld.
Okay.
It's like the same thing except way more R-rated. Like you can tell the style is the same. Like you can tell, you watch Seinfeld, and then like since you have watching Curb, you're gonna be like, oh, like
there's a lot of parallels.
This guy made this. Like the show was made by the same person.
That's not.
It's very evident. It's cool though. Jeff Garlin.
Garland.
Garlin.
Oh,
Larry David's funny.
I recognize that second chick. She's
He's in it. He's mad funny in the show.
Yeah, he's in what's he in? Oh, he's in
JB Smoove.
Oh, he has like a talk show, or used to, or something. I don't know. I used to see some black guy ramble on TV about basketball after school.
Really?
That was him. Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Are you talking about Stephen A. Smith?
No, he's on 24/7. You don't have to be after school to see him.
Oh.
He's on all the time, just flapping
not back
his gums.
back in the day.
Well, oh yeah, I don't know, but like I think I remember. I don't know. I thought I remember seeing him. Oh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in it.
Oh yeah.
She is Seinfeld, dude. Ted Danson.
Georgia.
I want the Ted Danson plane.
God, what's George's fucking name?
Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander.
Wait, this guy's in it? Like Haggerty?
Yeah, there's a bunch of.
Yeah, there's a lot of famous.
Yeah, Walter White's in there.
Oh, Bryan Cranston.
Sure. Dude, I don't know actors.
He's in a lot of stuff.
There's actually an episode about George, Jason Alexander, talking to Larry David about how he's just George, and like everyone just pegs him as the goofy dude.
Forever,
he can't get away from the persona and like can't take on other roles. Yeah, it's very funny.
Bob Odenkirk is very famous. Oh, Estelle, that's George's mom, Estelle, which is her name in the Seinfeld. Estelle, that's funny. Jimmy Kimmel, yo, what the fuck, Dustin Hoffman?
Dude, it's a great show.
This is loaded. How do you have all these people? I'll have to watch an episode because I literally have no idea how it runs or anything.
It's a great show. And you know what they do? I heard is.
Hall Pass.
I was watching. I haven't seen it.
It's funny. It's Jason Sudeikis and a couple other guys.
Huh. I was watching. Somebody was talking about Curb. I might have been looking up. I watched a Larry David acceptance speech of some kind of award. I don't know what it was. I think it was something with like a Actors Guild or whatever, some kind of cult thing in the acting world. And he was. I don't think he brought it up during his speech, but somebody was talking about him and how they actually make the show. True. And yeah, they have ideas. They have bullet points and ideas, but they improv the entire thing. It's just banter. Oh. Dude, it's crazy. And they do multiple takes if they have to, but they just get some great shit out of it. because it's not like word for word scripted. It's very interesting.
It's more organic then.
Yeah, it's very organic. Have you seen the Larry David episode with Seinfeld and comedians in cars getting coffee?
No, I've never watched that either.
I've seen probably 3 episodes. I watched it with Dave Chappelle, Jim Carrey, and Larry David now. Mm-hmm. I didn't think they were that great. I just think it's cool to see those people interact.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that funny, to be honest with you. I wasn't that into it. But there was one scene where they were, you know, they get in the car, they go get coffee. One scene while they were getting coffee, one conversation they had, Larry David and Seinfeld, where it was very funny. They were just talking about nothing.
Yeah.
It's
like, almost like a podcast type talk.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So it's very organic. Right.
Yeah. As far as I know. I mean, I don't think they have.
It's not like staged.
I don't think so.
Right.
It doesn't seem like it anyway.
Alright.
It wasn't very funny if it was staged.
Yeah.
But it's very real, it seems.
Yeah, what was I talking about though?
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, you puff on a cigar, but you have a cigarette. Like, somebody who has a cigar, somebody who's smoking a cigar has time. Somebody who's smoking a cigarette, they have no time. They're just done. Like, cigar, you're like,
yeah.
Like,
you're bougie.
It was very, yeah. But the way they were going back and forth with it was just very funny. It was very funny.
That's funny. Who said that? Like, the both of them? They just, or did Seinfeld bring it up? Or
I think Seinfeld made the time comment, but Larry David started the whole thing.
Oh, it's Seinfeld. I'm thinking, I got Dave Chappelle in the brain. Because I know he smokes. Cause
yeah.
He smoked when I saw him, and probably when you saw him in Montreal. During his set?
I think so.
Probably.
He had his little pen.
Oh, did he? Yeah, I think he had that, but he took out like 4 or 5 cigarettes, I think.
Oh, yeah, he did smoke cigarettes. That's right.
Yeah. He's big, though, too. He's like, big yoked.
Yeah.
He never used to be. Like, his first special, Killing Him Softly.
He's a skinny dude.
Yeah.
He is bigger now. Dude, I gotta get some of these cashews.
Help me out.
Help me, brother.
I don't know if this bag's gonna see the morning. Because comments I just get as a snack to be like one and done, you know. Finish it when I finish it.
True story.
Right, you know.
Could happen.
Is that the passion fruit?
It's passion fruit. So this podcast is sponsored by Belvier. Belvier? How do you pronounce that? Belvie? Belvi?
Bellevue. Let's say Bellevue.
Bellevue. AKA fucking Aldi. Go Aldi.
Is Aldi on it? It's up here at Vita's.
They're on the distributed and sold exclusively by Aldi, Batavia, Illinois.
Aldi got their foot in there. Bastard.
They got their twice as nice guarantee. If you don't like it, replace the item and get your money back. So they're twice as nice.
Wait, really?
This really is great.
And Tops raw cashews. Whole natural cashews.
Dude,
they're certified kosher.
Are they certified kosher?
They're certified kosher.
Dude, me and MK had such a funny little experience in Tops.
Really?
Tops, which I'm like not impressed with as a store. Like, I think it's a pretty shit grocery store. Honestly.
I wasn't wild when I went in there earlier today.
It's like
they only
it's
had
super average.
Yeah.
It's super average, which is quickly becoming below average in the grocery store world.
Average is no good.
Like compared to like a Weiss or I think it's just like
they had 4 self checkouts, and 1 took a shit. Well, it already taken a shit. So there's MK at one of them, then 2 other families at the other 2. In the one other family, like the same thing was happening to them that already happened to the one that was on his commission. It would just like had a little hourglass and it said please wait, like transaction.
Oh, God.
And just like, and so all of a sudden it's down to 2 and they're both used. Like, dude, Walmart has like 10.
I know. And the people in there move twice as slow.
Yeah.
Unless they're on scooters.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
sure his tires are full on those scooters.
Dude, yeah, Tops is kind of subpar. But anyway, we had this really funny ass experience in there, dude. There's the manager there. He's kind of got a nice beer gut on him. He's probably 35 years old. He's got long blonde hair, straight, glasses, a nice bald patch on the top.
Oh, yeah.
Got a ponytail sometimes. Actually, no, he doesn't have a ponytail. I think he always wears his hair down, now that I think about it. He's always grumpy as fuck.
Yeah, I would.
It's hilarious. So, he got... Me and MK were in Tops at like, I don't know. Let's say it was 8:30. And this dude, this grumpy looking, like...
Fat guy?
Grumpy looking,
NASCAR beer belly fan.
Triple H hair having, like...
Without the muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's like... He looks like a burnt out WWE guy. It's pretty funny. Who was never jacked and I guess never worked in WWE. So never mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's having this fucking interaction with one of the employees there. He's the manager. And the employee is like a little disgruntled and this because, somebody was supposed to do something and, the manager asked him why he was still there and he was like, well, I gotta do this and whatever, and he wanted to get off his shift or something, and anyway, he just started being a complete dickhead to him, and the dude was like, I'm kind of sick of the management, they don't care, and the people that are here, their attitudes are shit, and I quit, and just fucking threw his head on the ground, dude, and he just left. It was hilarious, and then the dude with the WWE bald spot is just pacing around behind the fucking deli counter, and he chucks his hat in the back. We see him. He's so pissed. He's just pacing back and forth like he's just so angry. It was hilarious. This kid, this probably high school kid, just threw it right in his face. It was hysterical.
He threw it at him?
No, just like.
But
the situation was like
up in his.
Yeah. No, they weren't close to each other, but just like. You're a dickhead, and you don't care about our shifts or anybody who works here, and fuck you, I'm leaving. Like, boom. It was hilarious.
I mean, if there's one reason to go back to Tops, it's because your chances of seeing that again are better. Like, I don't know. That sounds hilarious. I wish I would have had a chance to see that.
Dude, it was great.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Walmart's got some funny shit, too, though.
Yeah, but I feel like Walmart, everybody's, like, always half asleep, and they're just either in the bathroom taking their insulin shot, or like they're just everybody's busy being fat and disabled and diseased and like. Dude. And they don't have time or energy to fucking act like a person who lives in Walmart. Like, I don't know.
It is hysterical. Walmart is hysterical.
Yeah.
It's like the state fair all year round.
Yeah. Although it's like, yeah. Who was I talking to? Maybe one of my professors was like something like there's nothing more pointless than like the greeter at Walmart, like because they don't greet. They're just like old. They're on Medicare and like or they're on like healthcare or whatever. They can't afford to pay their shit. They're working.
Mm-hmm. I've seen multiple greeters with walkers in my lifetime. I don't go in there too much, but
yeah,
they're
definitely not inclined on their health.
It seems like they just took a job just to do something,
Yeah,
I mean, like it's always an older person, like you said.
Yeah.
Like you want to stand here and say hi to people all day? Okay. I guess. We'll give you a lunch break, a few days vacation. It'll be great.
I wonder how many highs they said until they're like, fuck this, I'm not doing this.
Dude, now they check you on the way out. They're like checking your receipts like they do at Sam's Club.
Oh, they do it at Walmart?
Except for Walmart. It's funny.
Wait, they do it at Walmart?
Yeah, they do now. Well, at least the one in Camilla's.
I don't think... Last time I was there, I don't think that happened to me.
No?
No. Yeah, no, they definitely didn't.
Oswego Walmart?
Yeah, no, they didn't. Although... Yeah, no.
Could be a management decision. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Something's like different or... Yeah. Because those run independently.
Yeah, like franchise owners, I think. Yeah. Well, there's gotta be somebody, even if they're not a franchise owner, there's gotta be somebody somewhere at the top making decisions. Whether that's a franchise-wide rule or not, I don't know. Yeah, Walmart's interesting though, dude. Once I was in there,
like a carnival.
Dude, once I was in there and I saw 3 people riding the rides. Let me tell you, dude. I'm walking in towards the back. The only reason I ever go in there now is 1 to get a hunting license, and 2 to get ice cream. Sometimes you gotta see what they got.
So they have a decent ice cream selection?
Not really. Half of it's freezer burned, but
sometimes
you find some gems. Okay. So, in the interest of variety, sometimes I'll go in there. Yeah. And last time I went in there, ice cream aisles all the way in the back, so you got to walk past all these grocery aisles. So I'm walking, perpendicular to them, and you kind of glance down some of the aisles sometimes.
Absolutely.
I'm walking by, I look over my right shoulder, and I see 3 fucking scooters, like all rolling towards me, dude. And it's this large, darker complexion woman. And it must have been her 2 kids. And she literally said, as I walked by them, like something to the effect of, "Let's roll out." And they were all on scooters.
Wait, her kids were on scooters?
Yeah, all 3 of them, dude. The mother was like leading the charge, like leading as the mother duck with the 2 behind them. I swear to God. To the zebra cakes. Roll out to the zebra cakes. Wait. But she literally said roll out, and they're on scooters. And I was like, I walked by this aisle because I didn't stop. Like, I just looked and heard this, and that was it. And I was like, "Is this real life?" Like,
that's awesome. Let's roll out.
Is this real life?
I was on a scooter. Oh,
let's roll out. Let's roll out, fam. Let's roll out, girls.
Wait, how old were these kids?
Dude, they had to have been 12 and 14. They were not.
Did they need them? Like, were they obese? Okay, I was gonna say.
The mother might have, but the girls were just like, "Mom's doing it. I don't know." It was
like the whole thing, like with the basket and everything. Like,
oh yeah, no, this is full blown like.
Someone didn't say anything.
Oh, dude, that's what happens in Walmart. Like, people just ride those things around now. Like, there's no longer a you need to be handicapped to ride this requirement. I don't know if there ever was, dude. Yeah, like it's.
Dude, if you're walking into Walmart, something's wrong with you.
You're handicapped. It's either up here or something.
A psychological exam. You gotta go to the doctor. You gotta pass some sort of test. There's clearly something wrong with you if you're going to Walmart. Take the time out of your day to go in that fucking.
So we got your height and your weight here, and how you been feeling? Well, what seems to be the problem?
Well,
you've how frequently you've been going to Walmart? 3 times a week? I don't know. That's you might have to cut back on that. It might be having ill effects.
It makes me think of that, like how bad's the pain? Like when we were in the hospital in Grandpa's room, it's like 0 and there's like a face with each one up to 10.
Yeah.
It's like 0's the worst and like or no 0's the best and like 10's like it hurts so bad like there's like 0, 1, 2, 3 like all the way to 8, 9, 10 then like I shop at Walmart twice a day. I don't know. That'd be great. Like
2 Walmarts a day. That's a death sentence.
1 in the morning.
It's worse than 2 packs of cigarettes.
1 in the morning, yeah. 1 to nightcap, and then I'm off to
It's no bueno.
I have never seen that though with the kids on the scooter.
Dude, it's a common thing now. Like
I don't know if
they're
more than once.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm going to Walmart enough.
Dude, you probably don't. I mean, or maybe the Camillus Walmart attracts a special crop of people. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
there's definitely a range in those Walmarts.
Yeah, but I've seen those scooters in multiple places. It's not just Camillus.
With people who
they're
don't
everywhere.
Need them. No, with people who don't need them. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I saw. On a different occasion, when I was up front, like about to check out, there was someone coming towards me. It was like had to have been a 12 or 14-year-old girl, also like in that age range.
Yeah.
Not overweight at all. Just.
I hope so.
Just fucking riding away. Just a chick that was like, I'm hopping on this scooter, and nobody's telling me otherwise.
Yeah, like you're old enough to know that's not a roller coaster. Like.
Riding these rides.
It's not a ride, no.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like we have laws about the handicapped parking spaces being taken. Here, dude, you gotta. Oh shit! You gotta work this arm.
Knock it loose. Oh.
I don't know.
I did. Oh, what'd I do?
The cord? Oh, just wrap that up top. No, don't touch this.
Oh, just turn on.
Shit. Oh. Just do this.
This. Oh, okay. This way.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. What do I do? Help me out here.
Oh, you're good. This just got knocked loose.
Okay. That's what I thought. I feel
Should
like
be
I'm
alright.
All right. Then wrap the cord up here.
Yeah. That's what I. Keep it secure.
Okay.
Cord fixing and shit.
Check.
Yeah, you can just
check.
fuck with the arm.
Yeah, that's good.
They're pretty shit quality arms, but
I don't know. It's like
it works. It holds the thing. It's pretty low bar, but I'll take it.
it's really nice.
Dude, other people I see at Walmart that aren't on the scooters, some of them need to be. Like, I'll literally.
Still holding out.
Dude, they're like, you see the people leaning on their carts? Their backs are literally parallel with the fucking floor. Like, they're just leaning hard. Like, it's a right angle. It's a perfect arch.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that 14-year-old girl over there has your cart, lady.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You're about to collapse.
And unfortunately, a lot of those people are wearing short-sleeve shirts, and their arms look like no pair of floaties could fit them.
Dude.
It's just
Dude.
It's just a ball of fat. I don't know.
Dude, it's one big floaty. That's
It's
what
one
it is.
big floaty,
They're
yeah.
built in.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's a hilarious place.
It really is. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's like it's its own world in there.
It is its own world.
You never know what you're gonna get either.
No.
Looking for something to do, you go play Walmart bingo for a night.
Get a hunting license. You can buy dish detergent and broccoli and zebra cakes. Large bakery department. Big big
do
tubs
have
of mac salad.
They do have a big ass bakery department.
Next to some fried chicken.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was in there last.
Yeah, dude.
Big ass bakery department.
Yeah. They
Not
keep
liking
refilling
on
the
that.
potato salad, but I don't know, the broccoli's going bad. I don't understand.
Yeah. Oh, don't buy produce right
I have before.
now. Have you?
Yeah, when I was in
Actually, I have
Oswego, I
too.
used to buy bags of lettuce there sometimes.
Actually, I have too. I forgot.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of equate like I don't know, the produce section's so far away. Like it's almost like all right, it's safe over here. Like it looks somewhat edible. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. Cause so much of that stuff in there, like the meat, oh, it's just fucking gross in there.
Yeah.
Like the meat. I think I bought chicken in a pinch one time earlier this semester, and it was organic. I think it's probably the only package left, like only one on display or whatever. I don't even know. Like, and it was, I don't know, if I'm remembering right, it wasn't that great. Like, but I needed some for dinner that night, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Dude, I got a. I ate fucking Aldi chicken for like 3 years. 2 years.
I eat all
Like,
chicken.
a lot. Like, when I was the biggest I was. Not that I was huge, but like I was eating a ton of Aldi chicken.
What
I
kind of?
I think that's why I got weird allergies now. They can fuck me up.
Was it not the organic like all these chicken?
No.
Oh,
no.
you were just
It was
buying
the
full pro
it's
or
the $1.99
antibiotics and oh man.
skinless, boneless chicken breast, baby.
Oh my god.
Mega pack.
Was it $1.99?
A pound, yeah. I was hammering those
Wow.
shits, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad. It's
That's
bad.
wild.
Could not have been good. Chicken breasts are like as big as your face.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why I developed a peanut allergy. Ironically, I developed a peanut allergy about towards the end of that chicken stint.
Really?
Yeah, towards the end of my college
That was the first time you noticed
days. Yeah.
it?
It
Wait,
was-
what years were you buying that chicken?
Uh,
Sophomore, junior,
basically 2015, 2016, and then end of 2017 before I
Oh.
graduated, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, dude. It was just cheap.
Because you weren't like big. It's like 2017. You weren't big.
No,
Yeah.
no. It was the vegan escapade was about to tank me.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
See any strength you have now? You can just wave that goodbye.
It's crazy because like
Now
you're
you red
vegan.
meat like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's crazy because you were vegan,
Uh-huh.
and then like Sergio's vegan now, and I live with him. And if he doesn't get Burger King at least three times a week, like it's an off week. Like
What?
Yeah.
Impossible Burger or
Impossible Burger,
Okay.
or like just fries, or like
Mm.
I don't fucking know. Like he'll get Burger King, he'll get something from Taco Bell. I don't know what.
That's only like 63% ground beef anyway. It's just filler bullshit.
Yeah, like he'll get Dunkin' Donuts. He'll get Wonzones a lot. Usually, he'll get basically any fast food place you name it. Like in Oswego, he'll get it. And just like, dude, he must be like crazy. He takes like pills and shit to supplement for some of the stuff he's missing through meat and
Like
whatnot.
vitamins and stuff.
Yeah, he's got pill box actually. Whole pill
Okay.
box, yeah. But he eats spinach though. He loves spinach. He'll just sit there and eat it like a fucking cow. Like,
That's good.
yeah. I think his brain doesn't know any better not to like it anymore because he's like, alright, I gotta eat some green shit. Like,
Dude, it's not a good time.
being vegan. Really?
I'm allergic to legumes. That's why I'm allergic to peanuts, peas. I'm allergic to beans. I don't get like a noticeable reaction from them, but
Beans?
yeah.
Like what kind of beans? A lot.
All beans. They're all legumes. I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
It's like that's the commonality. I'm guessing I'm allergic to them in some degree.
Damn. That's
To
crazy.
some degree. Or actually, I went to the allergist. Did they tell me I was allergic to legumes? I don't remember. But, yeah. I'm also allergic to, like, cashews. Yum.
Are you serious?
I think it's super mild.
Don't worry, Stan. I'm just gonna get a little bit of cancer.
Tell Mom I'm just going to get a little bit of cancer, Stan.
It's okay, Stan. Stan's just gonna get a little bit of cancer.
Stan, can you give me a beer?
Hey, Stan. Oh, and his nuts are in the microwave. Yeah.
Can you grab me a beer?
Hey, Stan. Hey, Stan. Comes back to South Park.
Jack and Crack Witch Week with the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
I knew that guy was a fucking show. Oh, that was great.
Oh, jeez.
It's like the way to describe it. Oh man. That show was great.
That guy was a fucking show.
Great.
Incredible show.
I think what else they have now. They're still making episodes. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Integrity Farms.
Yeah. They keep up with the times. I feel like. I think I was gonna say this earlier, but like Family Guy does it, but not as much as like South Park and if The Simpsons do it.
Yeah.
Like South Park is really known for that, whereas like Family Guy, I don't think as much.
I feel like they just have little cutscenes once in a while.
Yeah. They're not keeping up with the times. Like it's not like they have a character, for Donald Trump or anything.
Yeah. Oh, that.
They're not.
Yeah.
They don't like follow chronological order of like to where we are in the present moment. They just like have things here and there. It seems.
They don't have a
Like Caitlyn Jenner.
retarded looking Caitlyn Jenner.
Dude, they do not. But if they did, I don't know. That's probably why I like South Park better.
Yeah.
Not that I watch them, but like if I'm gonna like watch something to laugh, like it's probably South Park. That's South Park.
That's a quick second for me.
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling stand up.
Yeah, for sure.
It's great.
For sure.
Some people just. That's what cracks me up when some people just say like, "Oh, it's vulgar" or whatever, and they just dismiss the entire show because it's vulgar.
Oh, South Park.
I think it's hilarious. Yeah.
Bro.
Think about what Mom thinks about South Park. Let's be real.
I don't think I'd like that.
You're not doing that.
That's bad business. That'll put you right out of business.
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Oh my god. Mom watches. She watches a lot of family. She watches the game shows. That's what she watches.
True story. People love those game shows. Probably 'cause they've been around for so long.
Dude, yeah. Like Family Feud? I didn't
Mhm.
realize that's been like
Yeah,
since
Probably when there were only like 10 fucking channels.
70s, yeah. I think.
You have no choice. You better watch it. You got nothing else to watch.
Yeah, you do nothing otherwise. I don't
So
know.
this or the old Western movies saw a million times.
Fucking dad would watch those all the time too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'd have them on. Like AMC. I'm like, do you even know what you're watching? It's just cowboys and Indians and like you better get off our land. Dude, like, what's the plot? What's happening? I feel like you have to watch from start to finish to even know what's going on. They'd be called John Wayne Saturdays. John Wayne
John Wayne
was
Saturdays.
like a big cowboy dude or whatever.
Okay.
And like he was a Western guy, And I remember on AMC they'd have John Wayne Saturdays. Yeah, and I feel like Dad would have those on a lot.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, it was like 13, 14, 15 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember that at all.
Something like that. But yeah, just really like, what are you watching? I don't know.
I mean, there's like good old shit, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, no. I mean,
I don't know.
realistically, you could be able to get into anything. Just give it a chance, like, watch it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If, like, I don't know. I just don't want to watch TV, though.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Fucking...
If I'm gonna watch something, it's gonna be to, like, expand my perspective in some way or learn something.
Yeah.
Or laugh.
Or you want a good laugh,
Yeah. That's a utility to me.
Yeah. Like, I don't mindlessly...
Utility.
Mindlessly watching TV is crazy.
Yeah.
Just get home from work, just sit down and turn on the TV mindlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Just surf on the channel. Like, can't do that. In the morning, like Sergio will have the TV on. Usually. Well, if I don't like play something first, or if I don't like kind of control the noise, like what's going on, like if I go to the shower and
you gotta play the game.
Yeah, no, like. So like if he puts on like fucking like ESPN Sports Center or whatever, just like NFL Live in the morning, like I just put my headphones on.
Oh god,
I can't. That's just noise, right straight the start of your fucking day. I woke up this morning, he was just on his phone immediately, like woke up less than 5 minutes, he's on his phone. Like I remember listening to Rogan, and he had Justin Wren on.
Mhm.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he...
Amazon dude with all the bacteria shit.
Oh, Amazon. I'm thinking like Amazon, like Jeff Bezos. Yeah, no, yeah.
Amazon, like the forest.
Yeah, he's got like his Fight for the Forgotten
yeah.
charity, yeah, with the pygmies. And he was talking about like he like his morning routine. He does like breathing and stuff, and I think he maybe I think he said something about not looking at his email or anything, or not like right out in the morning. And he summed it up basically, but he wants to start his day proactive instead of reactive. And like I put that note in my phone because I feel like that's so good. Like if you just like open your phone up, there's a flood of information coming at you right in the morning of the day, like right when you start your day. And it's so funny because just the other day Goggins had something on about like every day we have a chance to like really set the tone for how the day is going to be. Like in the morning, like when you wake up, like you have a chance to like fucking, you know, like really when your willpower is at like its highest peak, and like everything's like you're full of energy, like you're full, everything's fresh, like brand new day. Like you, from what you do from that point after you like open your eyes, you know, like, and how you set the tone for the day and what you do after that is like super pivotal, important.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fucking truth to that, cause I
set the tone.
Yeah, cause I like, I try not to look at my phone before like, I don't know, like 2 o'clock or something. It depends on every day, but like sometimes it'll be I look at it 12, sometimes I won't look at it till like 6 o'clock or whatever, like late at night. And but like it's just like, yeah, when you have emails and all that shit, it's like it's in your head. Like it's not in your head when you wake up. You know, like you can do whatever you want. Like if you're looking at that shit, it's just flooding you, and like all of a sudden it's like, all right, now I gotta remember to like email so and so. I don't know. It's just, I feel like I ranted on that, but like.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Like you're just overloading your brain right in the beginning of the day instead of like acting intentionally. Like you're muddying the water.
Yeah.
When you have that nice potent pool of energy, you're just dumping a bunch of sludge in it.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking.
Pollute that shit.
Oh my god. Right.
It's crazy. That's what dude, that's what society does. Like what you described, how many people would you guess, percentage-wise, in the United States of America, have waited in the past 30 days until 6 p.m. to check their phone? How many people have done that? Percentage-wise. Percentage-wise,
I'd say about 0.2%.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't even know.
I was going to say 0.5, but I bet you it's what you said, 0.2 or lower. Like, it is nobody. People don't have fucking phones.
Dude, I want to get a flip phone.
Let's exclude them.
Yeah.
But
fuck the phone.
It's crazy.
Like, oh my god, I was sitting...
It has a lot of utility, though. Like, you can't deny it.
It does. No, it does. It does. But I was sitting... So I told you I went to the gym for like a little over 2 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And so... And I was like, all right, I need something real quick before I go back and shower and cook. So it's going to be a while till I eat. So I went up to the dining hall to get a salad. And I don't bring my phone to the gym. I never bring my phone to the gym. And I was sitting in the dining hall. I didn't have my phone or anything. I was just eating my food, eating my salad. And, dude, my whole field of view... And I don't know if it's because I hadn't eaten anything. I just worked out. I'm pretty, like, depleted.
Yeah.
And just, like...
Extinguished.
Yeah, I'm just spent. And I just see... Fucking... There's, like, 8 or 9 people in front of me that I can see when I look up. Just in my field of vision. And they're all looking down at their fucking phone. And it just fucking drove me crazy, dude. I was literally getting, like, pissed off at these people who I don't know. And I'm just like, why the fuck are you on your phone? Like, it was driving me crazy. And I'm like, all right, yo, I gotta get a hold of myself here. I'm getting, like, charged up right now. Because I was, too. And I'm just like, I was looking around for somebody to just be, like, looking out the window at the fucking trees in the yard. No. They're all on their goddamn phone. And I was like...
You know what the problem is? The tree didn't give him any notifications.
Dude, I was like, yo, but it was literally... Andrew, I saw one... Like, so I'm sitting here. I'm on the one side of the dining hall. Cooper, you remember the layout of Cooper?
Yeah.
It's big, yeah. So like, let's say that's the deli. Large. Yeah, let's say that's the deli all the way in the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's big wall, you know, all the food's on this side.
Yep.
You walk in, and so I'm sitting, like, right in the first row of tables.
Okay, right in front of the dishwasher.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, like, there's... The only thing that's to the right of me is, like, the coffee display.
Okay,
and, like,
yeah.
bagels and stuff. But I'm on the very first table, so I can see all the tables ahead of me. And straight out, I can see a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, and straight ahead. And literally, the person that was sitting the next table over on their phone, one behind him on his phone, all these people are all sitting by themselves. And then... The one diagonal left to him on his phone. There were literally 9 people in a row. I was like, yo, that's a fucking problem. Like...
That's why people are lonely.
I know. I literally have, like, another... Like...
Most connected and most lonely
I know,
generation at the same time.
That was, like, partially... Well, I don't remember... If you remember when I wanted to do, like, for my final project for CAP, like...
Yeah.
The community event. Like, that was part... I wanted to create... cultivate... connection and, like, community and, like, oh my god. And I'm like, every time I see that, I'm like, we really need this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, bro, they're on their phone, like,
wake up,
crazy.
Dude.
It's crazy.
Wake up.
I mean, people can do whatever they want, but, like, I'm just like, to me, it's like, you know, why are you doing that? Like,
come on, man.
Come on. That's a great segment.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
It is. I don't know.
It's I've had conflicts, like internal conflicts about that and like what I do. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, just like having to do with social media and like
you
promoting
mean,
it.
Yeah. Yourself. Yeah. I know.
It's like I'm just feeding this bullshit storm. Like,
yeah, but like you. All right, so like you said, it's a tool, like you always say, and like
yeah, but people abuse the tools.
Yeah, you're using it right though. Like you're using it for your job. Like,
yeah,
it's different.
But somebody else is consuming that because they're just mindlessly scrolling their feed.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna be a fucking retard. Then that's their choice.
A little slow there, buddy.
Yeah.
Staring at all this garbage all day.
Yeah.
What do you care what Joey ate for lunch yesterday? Come on.
I know. That's why I'm just like.
It's wild.
Fuck the TV in the morning. Well, fuck the TV mostly altogether. Fuck the phone. Like, I just want a laptop and that's it. I don't want a phone.
Yeah.
I want a flip phone. That's what I want.
Just call people.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need.
No, that's all I need. And honestly, like, it was funny. Like,
you don't need Uber. You don't need.
No.
Bring your wallet. You don't need Apple Pay.
Stuff, like, I would adjust. I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I'd be the mindfulness I'd have because from like leaving the phone and shit. Cause like you said, like those videos you were sending me of Alex Becker, like you're fighting like that urge, you know.
Yeah, all day long.
Having something attached to your hip, like that's why a lot of times I'll leave it at home. But like, Diaz ranted about he's like, oh, fuck the texting, fuck, like, if you want to fucking, like, get in touch with me, you want to meet me for lunch, call me, you call me, you don't fucking text me for 3 hours every day, you just fucking call me, we have our plans made in 5 minutes. And I'm like, yo, there's actually a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, like, look at your phone, like, oh, did he text me back? Like, I've already envisioned myself, like, you just call someone, you have your plan, you make, you know, and that's it.
Yeah.
If you need to change something, you call me back.
Dude, I like that you call me. I never call you.
I FaceTime a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I got that
if we're
from Schutt.
texting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you'll just FaceTime me. I never do that.
No, because I don't want to look at my phone. I want to just, like, kind of, like,
Look
you
at
know.
my beautiful face instead.
Well, no, I want to, like, get it over with, yeah.
Let's just have a discussion.
Yeah, let's
stop barraging our attention span multiple times. That's the death by 1,000 cuts thing.
Yeah.
Like, let's have the conversation. Let's ignore everything else while we're having that conversation. Let's do it. Let's get it over with. It's done.
Yeah.
And that's, like, how our fucking brains are wired. Like, to do one thing at a time. It's actually crazy. It interrupts you the same way, like, social interrupts you. The same way notifications interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
So many interruptions.
I told you I turned off all the notifications on my phone, right?
I know you purged your apps. I don't know if you told me that.
Oh, yeah. They're all gone.
That's good.
The only thing I have is calls, texts, and,
Instagram? For...
No.
Well, I didn't know if you had, like, for business.
No social.
Oh, no social. Okay.
None. Oh, my calendar.
Oh, your calendar.
My calendar.
I thought you had to have Instagram for your work, or no?
I do. It's still on my phone, but the notifications are gone.
Okay.
So I can't, like, you know, I'm doing something and it pings me and throws me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
None of that. None of that shit.
Because, like, you might be doing something, but then that ping just happened. You're like, oh, I wonder who it is. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it distracts you, like, subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, that's how the fucking brain works.
Yeah. It's something small, but when it happens a million times a fucking day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
super
willpower
distracting.
to change it, yeah.
Super distracting.
Yeah, I gotta take a piss real quick.
Go for it, dude. This podcast is not sponsored by Tops. Because managers work there is fire people and shit.
Huh?
Assholes. And they have hair like WWE stars.
Who?
The manager at Tops. We saw him fire somebody.
They didn't fight.
Fire.
Oh, fire, yeah. No, the guy quit.
Oh, that's right. He quit. The job ended. That was the punchline. Different connotation. Whoops. That was funny.
Who's the better looking guest?
You don't want to know.
Can I tell you something?
All of them? Ooh, how do you feel?
Fine.
That's good.
I'm reading my favorite book.
Good.
It is good.
I hope you're enjoying it.
It's very nice.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Can I tell you something?
I gotta get another mic in here.
I know. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You guys are being kind of loud and it's getting late. We're your neighbors.
Okay.
As in kind of loud, you guys are pretty loud.
Louder than a TV?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
I wonder what that sounds like.
Are you toasty?
A little toasty.
You left some greens this time.
Dude.
I was feeling. These are the comfy pants for my mom. I love them.
Oh, yeah?
Just for their fun.
Ramen. Where are they from?
Guess again.
Aldi?
No, it closed.
Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm just talking about Walmart too.
Yeah. It's a funny place. I guess they have nice pants, though. I want to put on the socks your parents gave me. Those cashmere socks from those cashmere goats.
Huh?
I didn't know cashmere was goat. It was a goat thing. I'm gonna get another seltzer.
I'm drinking it.
Last one.
Sorry.
Some water. Need something to drink.
Am I just hanging out here by myself?
Yeah. Can you make some water?
Me?
Can you be a water maker? Dude, you want to sit back down or you want to end this? Alright, word. No. I'm good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself. I don't know what I'm going to put in these walls, though.
Plenty of white space for that, for sure. Plenty of,
Should I get something as a backdrop and put stuff on top of it?
plenty of canvas.
If I cover
that'd
it
be
for
nice.
$30. You know what I mean?
I think it's worth it, because, I mean, how long are you going to do this? Yeah, you'll do this podcast for long enough where it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I'll spice the room up.
I intend on doing this podcast for a long time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I enjoy this. Well, going off what we were talking about, like, it's just a very, like, you're not really on your phone. You're just having a conversation.
I like this.
Chilling, dude.
I can lean back and bring the mic with me.
I wonder if you're still in the shot.
Oh, whoops.
It's delayed, so I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever. Don't matter, dude.
let's see me in there, sort of.
I'll see.
It's
You're leaning back. Lean back.
Word.
Yeah, you're fine.
Alright.
You're fine.
They're all the same sheet.
They're all the same sheep.
No, this is dope.
Classic. What's that?
Though. This is dope, though.
Yeah, man.
This is dope.
I like it. I'm so glad we have this room.
Yeah, right?
So glad we have this room.
Because this wouldn't have been an option at your other place.
No room for it.
Yeah, there a couple more in here.
I need them all. I'm not that rude.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I thought I
Please.
left you more. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I've had probably a third of the bag.
Mm.
Besides, I need to got my intake on my kosher cashews for the day.
Good, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna scheme up a way to get more people in here.
Yeah, how do you have a list? You said, right?
I have a list of like random topics,
Oh, topics.
like cryptocurrency.
Mm.
Like if there was someone in Syracuse who knew about cryptocurrency, I'd love to talk to them. You know what I mean?
So are you trying to just brainstorm topics and then search people off of that, or do you just want people?
I mean, when I was thinking
Both.
about, oh, that mic might fall. See if you can shove that thing on there. It's a separate. No. Yeah. It's a separate.
This whole pin thing.
But like, you can lift the arm out.
Yeah.
You just don't want it to fall. That'd be funny.
I think
Dude, that hurt the ratings.
yeah, we might lose a couple or 50% of our listeners if we have to.
The great thing though is like I don't really care.
No, you shouldn't.
Like it's just.
That's
it's
cool.
Fun. It is cool.
It's like, no, I don't think I've ever been
I don't care
recorded,
about
man.
you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Screw you guys. I'm doing the podcast with no viewers. Alright,
Done.
I'm gonna finish these 'cause
Yeah, dude. When I was thinking about the podcast, I was thinking about like, I guess both. Like, who would I like to talk to an expert about a given topic on?
yeah,
Like cryptocurrency. Somebody knew about cryptocurrency.
you still interested in that?
Yeah.
You don't have any money in it still, do you?
I still have a little bit of money in it. I think it's interesting.
doing?
I think it's. I haven't checked in a few weeks. Actually, probably over a month. It started to go up, and I think it's leveling out / going down again. Stagnating. Demise. But it'll probably spike again. I think it's the future. It's like the way things are trending, you know?
With lots of different currency to trade or like.
No, just generally the idea of internet money.
Oh, okay.
Like, everything's trending towards the internet, hence people being on their phone all the time. Like, I think it's just a matter of time before money gets there.
Yeah, paper money, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny, like, when you think about that. I never thought about how, like, think of that as outdated, but yeah.
And it's funny because one of the only real arguments that you hear about cryptocurrency is, and one of the only real legitimate arguments I've heard is that it's not backed by anything. It's just data and numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, well, so that's exactly what your bank account number is. Like, it's in the computer. It's data, for number one. But number two, and more importantly, the fucking U.S. dollar isn't backed by shit either. Like, there used to be a gold standard. And then in 1972 or 6 or something, I don't remember when, they took it off the gold standard. So now your paper dollar is just paper dollar. It's not backed by anything. I mean, it's backed by the government.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. It's very, people make that claim, and it's like, I don't know. I trust the wealth of information and the transparency of information on the internet more than I trust, like, the government, like, in a way, like a private invested organization versus, like, the collective knowledge of all people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Wow. You're the best. Thank you.
I'm Toad.
You're
what?
Toad.
Toad?
From Mario?
Wait, why are you...
the best. Because they think I'm the best.
Oh, wait, when does he say that?
I don't think we had those games.
Mario Kart?
I'm the best. No, we didn't have Mario Kart.
We didn't have Mario Kart. We had Super Mario.
We had like PlayStation 1. We've been over this. We had Crash Bandicoot Racing instead of Mario Kart.
The only thing we would
Crash
have had
Team
that
Racing.
Toad was in would be like Mario Party, pretty much.
Yeah.
He would have talked to him.
Mario Kart's better.
Everybody says Mario Kart, and I'm just like, fuck Mario Kart because we had Crash.
Yeah, Crash is pretty dope.
Right? And I
I'm going to...
PlayStation's pretty dope.
Sleep soon.
Alright.
Read in bed, so I'll be sleeping in 30 seconds.
Raider.
Gonna have to...
Do you need anything to sleep?
No, I'm good. That couch will be really comfortable.
Do you want a blanket?
Probably not. No, I'm already clothed. I'm good. It'll be warm enough.
We'll figure it out. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Deal.
And if you're doing yoga in the morning, like that's fine. Like don't.
I'm not gonna do yoga every single day.
No, I was just gonna say don't tiptoe around for me. Like I don't give a fuck. Cause whenever I get up,
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
need you to wake up with me doing down dog in your face.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying no. Like so, I'm not saying that either. But like, I'm just saying like, you know, do what you gotta do. Like, and when I wake up, I'm probably gonna hit the road. So.
Okay. Everyone's up for 6, so.
Okay.
Nighty-night.
No, okay. Okay, so really record.
Yeah, dude. That was much as you want. Fuck, what were we talking about? Oh, crypto.
Cryptocurrency, yeah.
Gold standard.
And being backed by the people trust.
Well, that's like the idea of cryptocurrency. It's like everything's transparent and out in the open, and in order for something, like, think of, this is the best analogy that I've heard about it, and I haven't listened to a ton of analogies on it, but or a ton of people make analogies about it, but it's like, think of like a really old town, think of Monty Python, and you know, you got this village and you're within these walls, and all the money in the village that like the village government owns or the people own or whatever is in one safe house, and it's guarded really well and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Versus all the money in the village spread out equally between each house. Which one is more susceptible to being robbed?
Yeah, the only one.
Right, because everything's in one spot. Like the way it's spread out, it's like transparent, so everything's in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Like in order for, and I don't know too much about the tech behind it, but in order for, basically there's a ledger, like running stream of transactions.
Okay.
And it's,
I don't know much about it, so.
It's like the way Google Drive works.
Okay.
Like if you change it, if on one person's computer, change it on everybody's computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all together versus like
centralized.
Yeah, one person's got the master Google Doc, and you're like, hey, I made these updates. Like, make this update, and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna hide it back here. Like, it's like behind closed doors versus everything's open and transparent. I just think it's a better long-term system, you know?
Than just the U.S. government.
Than any private. I don't wanna single out our U.S. government. Let's not be rude here. But any private organization that has, you know, private interests, like, they're going to protect them. That's why you see corruption and things. Like, they have an incentive to do well. Like, so does, you know, anybody. Again, not to single out the U.S. government. It's just a form of corruption. And the more you make things transparent, holy shit, the less of that you're going to, like, get.
And the more, like, in the fact that it's digitalized, too, like, that would fit with the theme of what's been happening.
Well, it's the only way it can happen.
Yeah.
It's the only way to update the Google Drive, you know?
Yeah.
So,
you're not wrong.
I don't know.
Probably not wrong.
I don't know if it's going to be crypto or Bitcoin, but it's going to be some kind of internet money that prevails in the long run. It's a long-term bet. I'm not thinking it's going to pop in 6 months and I'm going to cash out and buy a fucking car. Like,
no.
I think it's just I'm betting on that long-term trend.
I would bet you're right. I mean, just based on like the way things have advanced, like technology like that, and also just when you like obviously when you break it down to like a safety and like having it like secure, like backed. That makes sense. Like when you have not just one centralized location. No, that totally happened probably.
Yeah. I don't know when. I don't know how, but I think that's the way it's gonna move.
Cause it's not going away. Like it's still people are still.
It could. I don't know. People are still trading it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like as much as they were a couple of years ago.
Overall trend, I don't know.
Okay.
Like the overall value, I believe, has declined since fall of 2017. I believe that was the peak of it.
Okay.
Thus far. But I don't know. I think long term it's got legs. I think the concept has legs. And I don't really know enough else about it to say otherwise, but that's what I think. So I'm betting on it. But I would love to talk to somebody about that who could like tell me more about it than I just told you, you know?
Yeah.
And like
yeah, because you even just told me more than I know. Like I mean I don't know anything about it, but like yeah, that'd be
#knowledge.
Knowledge is good shit.
Knowledge.
Yeah, like how would you find someone like? I'm just thinking like how would you have that person on your podcast? Like,
I'd have to do some extreme Googling.
Just like, but like finding someone like in the greater Syracuse area, like
could ask my BNI group.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a person out there in Syracuse, so like fucking crypto expert.
There must be. It's somebody who knows more than me anyway.
Somebody who's like trading it regularly.
Yeah.
Because it's so volatile. Someone who's like trading it all the time, daily.
Day trader.
Yeah.
I mean, someone knows more than me. I'd love to talk to him. So, if you're out there,
come to this place.
I want you.
We want you.
It's Uncle Sam. I want you.
I want you
to talk to me on the Andrew Scutt Show about cryptocurrency.
What other topics do you have in mind?
I think it'd be cool to talk to somebody in psychology, somebody in philosophy. Yeah, I got a list. I'll look at my list and then I'll tell you actually what I wrote down.
Yeah, let's get this list out here.
Instead of just
stop pussyfooting around.
Stop pussyfooting around.
You wanna fucking get lunch with me? You call me. You don't fucking text me. I'm done with the texting. I don't want to be texting anymore.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time with these powdered mashed potatoes.
Oh my god. He was talking about food on the one.
Bro, you're about to.
I'm trying. It was slipping, so I was trying to. Is it this thing?
Yeah. So this is.
Does this have to sit upright? Because I was turning it.
Yeah, we should slide it in here.
Oh, I was turning it the wrong way. Okay, so you turn it 2 different ways.
Yeah, just loosened it so I can push it in.
Oh, okay, then I was turning it the right way. Okay, cool.
Good, dude.
Alright, I'll just sit more upright.
No, you can move it. Just when you move it, like, just be mindful that this arm is like not in this socket. So like you're pulling on the whole thing right now. You know what I mean?
Okay. How do I not pull on the whole thing?
Look. So this is just hold on to this and keep this steady so it's not leveraging the thing at all. And then move the arm with the other hand. You're gonna need to in this dog.
Yeah, I'm done. No, that's alright. I don't know.
Like this. So like just so there's no pressure and this isn't leaning one way or another.
I see what you're saying.
I thought I could show you with mine.
No, I don't know. I see what you're saying though.
It's all good, man.
I'm not really like. I'm in more of need of the showing me how to do something right now.
Everyone learns differently.
It's been a long day. I'm tired. You know?
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Instead of the just telling me.
Dude, on this list I got
Yeah.
diet, nutrition, health, people, authors, futurists. I mean, author depending on like whatever the fuck the book is, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's something interesting to me.
Yeah.
Futurists, entrepreneurs, minimalists, crypto people, people who are a part of a movement is what I wrote down. Economists, geologists, historians, YouTubers, doctors, politicians, adventurers, philosophers.
That's a solid list.
Yeah.
No, that's a really solid list.
I think it'd also be cool to talk to, I don't know, like anybody. Anybody could tell me about something that I don't know about. I think it's interesting.
I think you have a lot of good like authors. I don't know.
Depending on what the book is.
YouTubers, that'll be big. Yeah, no, just like authors, like, cause fucking everybody writes a book about a niche of something like this specific that is important or whatever. So like, that's in itself, authors is like a limitless like.
Oh yeah.
category. Yeah. So that's
Could have anything.
just that you've like thought of that as huge to begin with. Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know, man. I could Google around for authors in Syracuse.
You know, you could go to like a local bookstore or library, like if the like author is having like a book signing or something.
Oh yeah.
Like to just for the sake of like fucking getting right in their girl,
Meeting them,
meeting
yeah.
them in person, yeah.
Yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of just like emailing them that they'll.
Some random ass person.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You should be on my podcast. You could go down there and fucking kidnap them and have them in your pocket. Put people trunks of car. Just have them on your pocket. They didn't have to be on your podcast.
Get the burlap over their face.
Just take no for an answer. Yeah.
Tie their hands behind their back. Sit them in that chair and just start having a conversation with them. They
Talk
have
to
no
them,
idea
bitch.
what's going on.
Talk, yeah.
Set the mic up. That's hilarious.
Dude, they were talking about food though, like, cause you said, I don't know, something you said earlier that made me think about food. Oh, I was talking about the calling, and so like on the same podcast I was telling you I was listening on the way down here.
Yeah.
He was talking about so they were talking about how, so like they were talking about like being a comic and like growing as a comic and becoming and like the challenges and things you grow through and whatnot or whatever.
Right.
This guy. I can't remember what his name was. Adam Vay or something.
Adam something.
Yeah, and Diaz, and they were saying, like Lee was saying, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like the same person that I was. I'm like the same little 8-year-old kid up on stage when I am like now I'm 32 or whatever how old he is, and he's like I don't know if you like change as a person or not, like at all, or if you're always the same person, and Diaz was like. Look, I never liked broccoli when I was a fucking kid. I still don't like broccoli or whatever. he's like I don't like cauliflower. I didn't like cauliflower when I was a kid. I still don't like cauliflower. Like he said,
cauliflower.
He said cauliflower. Like and he's like, and they start laughing. And he goes like, if a bee touches my fucking mashed potatoes, like somebody's gonna get something. I don't know. Just like he was off on food.
Dude, he's hysterical.
Oh my god.
He's unreal.
Yeah. He's got a different
cauliflower. He mispronounces so much shit.
He does, yeah.
It's hysterical. He doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't.
Well, I sent you that clip. What do you mispronounce? Or no, he couldn't come up with the word.
What do you call those things? People, phone chargers. Yeah.
Phone charger.
What do you call them? What are those things you plug your phone into or something?
Phone charger? Like.
Yeah. Chargers. Like, yeah. No, he does that on the reg though. He does.
I know, it's
I
hysterical.
remember you sent me that.
It's hysterical.
What did
He just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, but he'll just like have to reference Lee or whatever for like the basic, like most basic like things like, what do you call those things? You buy food at like grocery stores, like that type of stuff, like that type of stuff. He'll just have to reference.
Dude,
it's funny.
It's very funny.
It just makes him, or like it's like
killed too many brain cells.
Yeah.
Stuffing powder up his nose. I don't
Yeah.
know.
All kinds
That's
of stuff.
fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, some of the stories he talks about. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
20,000 microdots hits acid or whatever. Man, anytime. Take a shit, walk into a restaurant, shit in my hand, and throw it at the wall.
What?
Yeah, I think I sent you that.
Did
when
you?
He was on with Tom Segura. Was on. Yeah, because they were talking about like the transgenders or whatever, like in like and Joey's like, maybe I'm a little fucking retarded, but like you're giving a 12-year-old kid titty pills, like titty pills, and he just goes
Titty
off
pills.
for 3 whole minutes.
Then he ends up looking like Bruce Jenner on South Park.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ.
Dude, unreal. You excited for the semester to be over?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's crazy. It's like we go home for a fucking week and we come back and like it's that whole week and then I have a couple tests the next week after. 1 or 2 though.
Goes quick.
Yeah, it does. No, I'm glad to be over. I just got an email about the village.
You in?
So yeah, he said basically said I'm next on the wait list. So the spots open up, I think, to my understanding. And I'm next on the wait list. Like, if you want to pursue it, come meet with me in my office hours. He told me, and I was like, I told him because I said he's like, if you're still interested, and I replied back, yes, we are still interested.
Right.
I said we because the whole point was for me and Bill and Jess, 2 of my friends, to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Oh, this is solely for you, cause you're the next on the wait list." So I'm just gonna pop into his office and tell him "Yo, I don't want to go in a house full of randoms. I want to go with Bill and Jess." But I'm hoping when I meet with him, that he'll have some insight on to openings with more than just one person. Because we need 3 people. In mid-semester, a couple of my friends were saying, I don't know if that's going to happen.
It might be tough, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know. So I was thinking about it because it was my idea to have Bill and Jess, they weren't the ones that oh, we really want to live in the village. If I didn't say anything, I think they'd still live in Scales, but, where was I going with that? Oh, but if push came to shove, I really need to get off campus. I make do, obviously, being on campus, but it'd be much more ideal if I was off campus. So,
right.
I don't know, I might still go. I don't know. Basically, don't really know. That's kind of the theme.
Playing it by ear.
Yeah, but we'll see. Because it's still almost 2 whole months till the semester starts. In the spring, yeah. January, yeah. So I don't know.
Time. You never know.
Yeah. And now my one buddy I was talking about getting a house with in the fall, next fall, he's on the soccer team and he had 2 different groups of people asking him. So I think I don't know if he has a spot open now anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah, and there's not really anybody else that I want to actually live with. A couple other people asked me to sign a lease with them, but I would not live with them in 1,000 years.
Would you get a single?
Apartment?
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Good. Mike P did it.
Did he?
Tisser, yeah.
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Talk about somebody I'd like to get on this podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Dude, for a second I thought I was playing hockey with him the other night. I saw this guy with a...
Did he have a grin that was this big?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, he had like a face. It looked like he had like no shield or anything. Like, wait, so he got a single?
Yeah, dude, he lived in a single. The last year he was there. Cause he graduated.
Single like room, like apartment, or was it a room in a house, or?
No, single bedroom apartment.
Oh wow.
It's how do I describe this? If you go straight past C's on your right, you pass. No, you know what it is? It's straight through the light at the end of Utica, going towards campus. Not light at the end of Utica. You go to the end of Utica, going towards campus. You take that right, and there's that light there.
Right by 5 points.
Right by what?
5 points?
What's 5 points?
5 points liquor. Where the shed used to be.
No, up the hill farther towards campus. Towards the main entrance.
Main entrance. Oh, yeah, sorry.
So, like, if you're going down Utica,
yeah.
you pass the high school on your right, and you go all the way to the end of the road, and you take a right.
Oh, yeah.
That light, at the end of that road. He lived across 104, like, on the corner of, like, when you cross 104 and you go to the end of that road till it's a T, and you have to turn left up towards campus.
Yeah.
He lived on that corner.
Was it a white house?
Yeah. There's a 1-bedroom on the bottom floor.
Right on 104?
Mm-hmm. No. That's not 104. 104. If the shed's here and 104 is coming down,
yeah,
you go straight. But that's not 104 anymore. 104 bends to the left, and the main entrance is down there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're like up by Rich Hall, but where you the same street that you.
Oh wait,
cut
yeah,
across.
I forgot because there's houses back in there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I know about. Oh, isn't it like Yeah, it's like 4th Ave or 3rd Ave or something. I think
it's
streets are
5th.
names. 5th. Yeah,
I think
there's
it's
a 5th
5th.
in there too. Yeah.
Which is weird because there's a 5th street.
That confused the fuck
So
out of me.
dumb.
I was just like,
So
there's
dumb.
Andrew's house, but like, no, it's like it's 5th, West 5th.
Yeah.
Like,
Different. Very
I
different.
did notice that, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this 5th? Like, I swear I was just at 5th, but I just drove like 2 miles away, and this is Ave after it. I didn't realize that at first. Yeah, I don't know.
It's from the Mac Miller song. The party on 5th Ave.
Let me help you trying to go.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, dude, you could live by yourself.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it just when you were talking. I had not thought about it till you brought it up. But if push came to shove, like, yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, like,
Now it's time to start looking then, dude.
yeah, but it's not like I really wouldn't want to live by myself if I could help it, cause like.
Well, you wouldn't spend a ton of time there, I'm sure, knowing you.
No, definitely not if I'm by myself. Like, cause I'm obviously a very social guy. Like, but like, and it's also nice to have my own space. Like, I liked.
Yeah.
Being at the lake by myself. Of course, I was never there though. Really, I was
Yeah.
at work for fucking 10 hours, and I go to the gym, and then I get home. But like,
So now when you're on a college campus and you got the gym and class and all these friends and all this shit to do, like, you're never gonna be there even more.
yeah,
If you did that.
yeah. It's funny. I don't hang out in friends' dorms very often. Like, it's I'm usually chilling in my room. Like right now, anyways.
Yeah.
But it's because I'm doing shit though. Huh? But I'm entertaining this idea now. You got me thinking.
You'd have a space to chill with your cool friend.
Yeah.
Cool friend Katie, dude.
I thought about that. Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Or anybody else you wanted to hang out with. I mean,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
had, like you said, you have your own space.
Yeah. Do they
It's
rent
nice.
like single apartments?
I'm
right
sure they
after?
do.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm sure they do. I mean, if you don't get into the village, it'd be an option.
Yeah, cause like I don't know, I don't want to abandon Bill and Jess, but at the same time, like obviously it was my idea. And, like, I mean, for me, I need to like fucking move out. But
I don't blame you, dude.
we'll talk to them. Yeah.
I don't blame
We'll
you.
figure out meet with that guy on Tuesday. Yeah, cause it's so funny. Like I'll be cooking in the kitchen. People just walk in and like. Yeah, people just walk in and like I was on FaceTime with Katie one day and we were talking about something like I don't know, like I wouldn't have this conversation in public.
Something rancid.
But like,
something a little raunchy.
Like, but I wasn't in public. I was like in the kitchen.
Yeah.
The door was closed, but it's like glass windows, so you can see. But like, people just come in, so I know when someone's about to come in. But like, all of a sudden they just come in, you know. And we were just talking about our one friend that we have.
Just talking some shit.
No. She's cool. We were talking about the guy she kind of been like hanging around with.
Yeah.
And how he's got a small dick. And he's not circumcised. And like, I'm cooking, I have shit on my hands, like, and then these two girls just walk in, and like, she's just talking about like his small uncircumcised penis, and I'm just like,
and the little hood.
I just look over these girls and washing dishes while I'm on the stove. I'm like, sorry I had to hear that, like, and I'm just laughing hysterically in my head at the same time. I don't give a fuck.
You must have cracked up when they left.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's unreal.
Because Katie, like,
did she figure it out on the other end?
Oh, I just said right there. I'm like, yeah, there's two girls standing next to me. They just heard about Kieran's small fucking dick. Yeah, I don't know. So that's another reason. Doesn't need to go off campus.
Don't need people overhearing conversations about my friends and their small dicks.
Yeah.
Their hoods.
Yeah.
All dirty.
There's Did you know anybody who lived in the Premier Living? Suite?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. They had good things to say. It's expensive though.
Yeah. It's
probably about the same cost of being on campus though, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying, because I wouldn't get a meal plan. Like, I'd pay for all my groceries.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only thing is, though, I like the salad bar. Like, it's nice. It's just all like, it's for like convenience.
Yeah.
Like, I just pop by and get a salad real quick, which I like.
Right.
Get spinach and get like all kinds of veggies and whatnot. But other than that, like, I wouldn't need it. I could just obviously buy spinach anyway.
You could get your veg elsewhere, yeah.
Yeah, I can get my own salad. But like, it's just, that was like the only thing I think I'd actually miss.
Yeah.
At first. I don't know. But yeah, Lakeside Commons is probably the most expensive, and then which maybe I could potentially move in there still. I don't know.
Do you feel like living on campus has been a beneficial experience?
Oh yeah, I mean, I met a lot of people as a transfer. I'm glad I lived on campus. It's been dope.
Sorry, I just let one rip. That door's closed. It might linger for a little bit, dude.
Yes, I think
and some peanut butter farts.
Yeah, I think you were doing that earlier too.
Dude, I was trying to get MK to leave.
Oh really? You want to save her?
Just send a little present her way. Hope it just fades back. Door closes. So back to our conversation.
Smelly.
The smelly smell.
That smells. Yeah, it smells.
Sorry, dude.
No, you're good.
Got those peanut butter farts I told you.
Met a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's dope. It's been great. I live in a beautiful dorm.
That's right.
Yeah, nice kitchen, nice everything. I got more than I could ask for. It's fucking gorgeous. I'm super grateful for everything I have in there. It's been awesome. Like, but ideally, like, you know, if I had the choice, like,
yeah,
I would live off campus.
Yeah.
Where's where I just where I have my own kitchen and a bed that I can get a good night's sleep on and fit on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I feel like it's a good perspective builder.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I don't know. I remember living with my roommates in dorms and then being in a house with my buddies, and just now living with MK, it's like, man, if I don't have a roommate again, I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I would not want to do that.
That'd be weird. For sure.
It would be weird. Like,
actually,
having your own space is nice.
Yeah. I thought about
you can have a podcast studio.
That's exactly right.
The stew.
I don't know.
The stew.
Like, on the blueprints I have drawn up of where I'd put the podcast studio, it's right where Sergio's damn bed is.
You have to tell him, hey, my buddy Stu's moving in here. I'm gonna need you to evacuate immediately.
Yeah. Oh man. But I was actually thinking about, like, just cause like now I'm like talking about looking for like somewhere off campus apartment or something like that, like, which, and then I don't know, I got thinking about Jesse and how he has his own house now.
Yeah.
He's like one of your friends.
Yeah, crazy.
So like he's moved through the apartment fit, like he's got his own house now.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I was like weighing that with like, oh, living at the lake, like I remember what that was like, and like he's got that all the time. Like he's got his own house. Like,
Uh-huh.
So like, you know, he's not even looking for an apartment. Like that's crazy. Like no roommates or like it's just. So that I thought that was wild. That just popped into my head earlier when I was thinking about it. Yeah.
It's nice having your own space.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is.
It's funny though. Like, I don't know. Owning a home doesn't sound too appealing to me in a lot of ways. It is building equity. And I get that. But I don't want to, like, mow the fucking lawn and fix the water heater and do all this bullshit. Honestly. Like, I don't want to do that.
That's enough to turn you off about it?
Well, yeah. But, I mean, in an ideal world.
Or is it because you just haven't had to do those things yet?
I mean, I changed some light bulbs yesterday. And I was like, fuck, I gotta change these light bulbs. They were out for, like, weeks. There's 3 lights in the kitchen. The overhead light went, and I was like, fuck it. I'll just use the light in the hood above the stove. And there's a light over the counter, underneath the shelves, underneath the cupboards, too. So I had those 2 lights to work with. And I was always using the hood light anyway. I didn't like the overhead light. It was too much.
Yeah.
So when that went, I was like, fuck it. But then the hood above the stove goes. That light goes. And I was like, fuck. So I just replaced them both. Cause I don't like the light under the cupboards.
It's classic. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not gonna be enough.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. But like just doing shit like that, it's like now I gotta take time out of my day, like or go fix my car, even get a haircut. I'm just like, god damn it, like I want to think about things that are gonna move my life forward, not these like petty things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know, like they happen infrequently. Like, well,
they do, but it's the death by 1,000 cuts, man. Like, especially if you have a house. You gotta fix a light bulb. You gotta, clean the gutters. You gotta paint the house. And you gotta clean the house. And, like, we've cleaned this apartment. It's like, we got 2 bathrooms to clean. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
We don't even use one.
It all depends what you're clean. Yeah, it all depends what you're looking for. Because, like, if you're not, like, if there's no reason that you want a house, then fuck, yeah, why would you mow your lawn?
Oh, yeah.
You got this here, like, you don't mow your lawn, you don't shovel the driveway, you don't...
Shovel the driveway. Brutal one. Or, God forbid, your wife wants to, like, go furniture shopping and change some shit around or, like, paint the walls or like I don't want the home projects, man. That's a weekend killer. Like, wouldn't you rather go hiking somewhere or go take a 3-day weekend and like take a flight to Washington D.C. and just check it out, like instead of spending your money on fucking paint cans?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that shit.
Like fuck that. No. Fuck that. There's a entrepreneur dude, like guru dude, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Yeah. Grant Cardone. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
He's known for his like 10x rule. It's like, basically if you're gonna do something, like what you're putting into it, 10x it. Like just go whole hog.
Yeah.
Take massive action is this thing. From what I know of him anyway. But I heard him say this thing once: rent where you live and live where you rent. So rent where you live, but or live where like you're renting a place, but rent where you live, or whatever. The opposite of that. Own property, but don't live in it. Rent it out, and like have it as an income stream, and like build. If you can afford to buy a house and like have a mortgage and shit, like use it as more of an investment vehicle than like the thing you're living in. You're just putting all your eggs into this basket. Just look at it as like money, more objectively, numbers wise, and. I don't know. There's flaws with that too. One of his big things with that is, you can be mobile, you can move places, which is cool. But like, if you have a job, you're gonna stay there anyway. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's pros and cons.
That's interesting. I totally see where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you find him?
Just from looking at entrepreneur shit on YouTube, it pops up. The algorithm, yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
The algorithm just sends it my way, dude.
Mm.
But no, it's interesting. But like right now, I don't want to worry about that shit. Like, I want to worry about. Building up my life, which that is building up your life in a way. But like my career, more specific.
Different. Yeah,
I don't want to worry about
you could do that.
House shit. And, get a new fence and
repairing
the curb out in front of your house.
Get fence.
Get a new roof.
Mulch.
Dude, if you got toilets that are green, like that old green that we have, Mom has.
God damn, I remember that.
Yo, people want to get rid of that shit. Like, that's just money. That's just money. Like, I don't want to put my money in that shit. I don't.
You named off a lot of things.
There's a lot of things, dude.
No, there are, yeah.
Garages.
I think about it, yeah.
Like, think about this. You live in a city, you don't even need a car.
That is wild.
Wild.
That is wild.
You walk more. I mean,
Yeah.
there's cons that come with that too. Like, people.
It's more expensive in the city.
Yep, it's more expensive. There's more.
But how are those costs like equating to, let's say, owning a house for 20 years versus living in the cost that come with living in a house for 20 years, and having the car, the whole lifestyle living in a house for 20 years versus the lifestyle living in a city for 20 years.
I don't know.
I wonder what like the dollar sign of this.
I mean, there's a ton of variables there. If you're looking strictly at.
Oh, you'd have to name them.
Well, I mean, living in New York City, you're paying rent probably like $2,000, at least.
Well, I guess to keep that controlled, maybe like the suburbs of New York. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Like keep it
but
geographically.
then you need a car because you got to get to the city.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like that would come with that lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel like you're just half baked.
Yeah.
Just halfway in. I don't know.
With this
living in a suburb of a city, like you still need a car and you still own a home and like you have to do all this shit to get into the city. Like you don't have the benefits of not having the car at that point.
Yeah, it's just like your surrounding areas are different.
You just happen to be in closer proximity to a car or to a city. I don't know.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, like I had thought about that with Jesse on the house, and I'm like, damn, like apartment, like I don't know. That's it's just weird how it came out to me that I'm like looking for an apartment, and I'm like,
you're getting old, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of it that way at all. I'm just like, oh, like I'm in that apartment phase now. Like, all right, cool. Like this is next level of life. Like,
dude.
Like,
well,
5, like.
Yeah.
Like that's more really my thought. Like, all right, I'm looking for the apartment. Let's go. Let's do it. Like, yeah. Like he's on the house. Like now it makes sense. I'm on the apartment. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Just like things seem like life's going. It's progressing. Like,
so.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and it's crazy, but one thing I try to keep in mind is like when you're the way we grew up, like so fortunate, really, like going to having good family life, going to school. We did pretty well in school and whatever. Went to a nice school, and like you go to elementary school, then you go to middle school, then you go to kindergarten, and then you go to then you go to kindergarten, then you go to high school, and like that's where like it's very narrow at that point, but that's when it starts to open up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you can go to trade school, you can go to college, you can do something else. Like there's a lot more options. But then after college, it's like, dude, it's wide open. You're an adult. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But like, I feel like it's easy to get. It's easy to get these levels. Like it's easy to keep this narrow path.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I just.
No, but it's just like.
It's just like, when you stereotype it, like yeah, it's like this, like college, apartment, girlfriend, must with girlfriend, wife, kids, retirement, beach. What comes after that?
Florida
home, yeah. Beach house in Florida, and you're dead.
Yeah.
And game over. Yeah.
It's like crazy.
That's funny.
But you can do so much more shit. And I know that's obviously not fucking news to you, but like.
Yeah.
It scares the shit out of me, and it fascinates me that that's a narrative that. Like. Not that it's not a good narrative. It's like people just take it just because it's handed to them, though. Like, just because it's, like, the path of least resistance and it's just whatever. Like, it makes me wonder, like, does everybody, like Jesse, really want that house? Or is they just doing that because that's, like, what you do?
I don't know.
Like,
knowing Jesse, like, I don't know, maybe.
Not Jesse specifically. I mean, yes, Jesse, but, like, everybody. You know what I mean?
Like, is that something he'd want? Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it fascinates me.
That's interesting.
It fascinates me.
It's fucking life. You do whatever the fuck you want.
But just like there's a society, there's like a pressure in a way to go to college when you graduate high school.
Yeah.
At least there was when I went through. And like, you know, you're going to college, right? Like, of course I'm going to college. I'm not a loser. Like, it's like there's this whole like, you're going to college.
That's
like,
so funny. Yeah.
you know, nobody. You don't want to. No mom wants to be the mom of the kid whose kid doesn't go to
He's
college.
not going to college.
So where's your son going to school? Well, he's going to plumbing school. Like, oh. Okay, Timmy's going to plumbing school. Oh boy,
Fucking
like
retard.
yeah. Fucking retard couldn't get into college.
Fucking have a momo.
Half a momo.
Fucking mook.
Degenerate. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
No,
that's yeah. There's a lot of parallels with that, like with like buying a house.
with buying a house, yeah, or like having kids, like
Oh yeah.
you know. I wonder.
Yeah, but fucking life. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can do.
You can do whatever you want. You just have to deal with everybody else giving you their feedback.
Fuck them.
Watch it. Don't disagree, man. I don't disagree.
Fuck those guys.
And the funny thing about it is, I feel like everyone would say, of course, like, fuck that, I do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lot of people want that, like, the standard thing. I feel like it wouldn't be so standard if it wasn't so common and so many people didn't want it. But I feel like everybody would completely agree with the conversation, the points we just made.
Yeah.
But on some level, I feel like it affects you subconsciously, and you take that
so,
path.
Yeah, like you think about it because it's so almost like in the subconscious level because it's so fucking prominent.
Mhm.
Like it's a thing. Like yeah, that's. But you just like.
Like
When you talk about
your
it, it's
subconscious
silly, yeah.
tricks your conscious mind into saying, yes, I do want that house, I do want that family, I do want that minivan, like I do want that life. Whereas, you know, maybe without that voice in the back of your head that you don't really acknowledge, or you can't really acknowledge, you can't really take into account, you'd want to go fucking squirrel suit jumping as a career and work for Red Bull or some shit. Like, it makes me wonder. But in the same way, I know I'm kind of rebellious in some ways, and I have rebellious tendencies, let's say. So maybe I'm just making up that narrative because I'm trying to support my claim of like, yeah, of course I don't want that thing. Like, I'm this other thing. You know what I mean?
Like it's become
like it's twisted
right,
and it's on its head.
Yeah, at that point you're
Talking in circles.
A lot of times. Yeah, no, I know that shit though. It's like, wait, if I'm like really trying to like be, let's say like how people talk about like you should stand out, like you should be yourself, you know? Like, wait, if I'm really being myself, then like that means like that's what everybody does. That's what everybody says you should do. So maybe I should really just fit in. Like,
yeah.
Because like,
mm-hmm.
but like yeah, like it's like wait, this is like it's like it's fucking stupid. It's like use your fucking brain, moron. Like
Yeah, seriously, think for
like,
yourself.
Yeah.
Have to.
We watched in camp. We watched this one experiment where like, it's called the pantsless subway ride. The pantsless subway ride.
Interesting.
Yeah, the no pants subway ride, and like so, talk about not giving a fuck what people think. Like, and like, I've done something like this before. Not the pantsless subway, but something to foster that or reinforce that mindset of like, yo, I know I'm like making a fool of myself right now or being embarrassing, but I don't give a fuck what you think, person 10 feet away from me, you know? Like I'm just
fuck you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Gummy.
But so like there's a hidden camera and like this person gets on the subway and they have no pants on, but they just carry about their day like nothing's happening, like they're not jumping up and down, they're just riding the subway, no pants,
That's
waiting
awesome.
for the stop. And then people start looking around like you know, judging like what's going on, like they just look and it's hilarious. And then this wasn't what this like point of the experiment wasn't to be like, oh, I don't give a fuck what you think, but like it was something to do with when you like two is more powerful than one, when you have like trying to create a movement or something type of like along the lines of that, because later on that same ride another guy comes along with no pants on. And all of a sudden it becomes like normalized, and it's like, oh well, he's not the only one doing it. Like, so it's like, yeah, like, and all of a sudden it like, I don't know if it ever gets to this point where like the people with pants are now the weirdos, but but like, you could see how, like, if you wanted to play it out, like, it could get that way.
Yeah.
Like, in that, it flip-flops almost. Like,
It's so weird.
yeah.
There's a video that it's basically the same experiment, except it's a person, and it's not really an experiment. It's just an observation.
Yeah.
I don't think it was staged, but there's a person in like an amphitheater on the lawn, like dancing, just like flailing around, and there's like a few people around her that are not moving, and there's not a lot of people in the frame at all.
Yeah.
And then one other person comes over and starts dancing with her, and then all of a sudden there's just a shitload of people and then all of a sudden the group is huge. Everyone's fucking dancing like an idiot.
Yeah.
But it started with that one person.
I know.
Start with that one person.
It's
such
like a cool theory.
It's funny. I was thinking about this as you were explaining that, and my original thought was, it's got to be some mutual sharing of a positive emotion that encourages that. But it doesn't make sense to me with the pants thing. Like, the person with no pants is just like sitting there like riding the subway.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the inclination for somebody to join that guy? Whereas the girl who's dancing is like clearly having a positive emotion and like having a good time, and like you look at somebody, the second person who went over there looked at her and was like, oh, fuck yeah, and then just started going for it.
Pulled it.
But like, did the second guy with no pants, who was like, oh, fuck yeah, no pants. You know what I mean?
No, that's
that's
definitely what made it experiment. No, yeah, it wasn't like that. It was totally staged. Like, it was 100% staged.
Oh yeah, but
yeah.
The second guy going over was staged.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's not like he just saw him and like, well, I want to do that. Like, no. It was that was staged. Yeah. That was staged, and then I think I had another one. But yeah,
that makes more sense.
I think we talked about that in Cap too. Like, that same thing, like experiencing a positive emotion, and like I think I think if you look, that might even be like a common theme. If you Google like how to start a movement, like that's like one of the, I think there's like, I don't know, fucking like common like top 3 or top 5 or whatever, like things that you need, and like a positive, like that's definitely one of them. And
I'm sure it is.
Like positive emotion and like energy, or I don't even know, but like I feel like I've seen that before.
The video I was talking about?
No, just the idea, like the theme of like that one person like just calling attention to themselves, like doing something they want to do that they're having fun with and they're enjoying it, and then like people join it. Like I feel like I've seen that. Maybe I've seen the same video you're talking about.
Could be. When I Googled that, the video came up.
Did it? Oh really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. But, we're social creatures.
Yes.
We have that natural inclination, which is why we have social media, which is why, well, it has good intentions. Like, we want to connect with people. It's just fucking toxic. It's really weird. Yeah, we want to connect.
I can appreciate it for the intentions. I do appreciate it for the intentions. I think it's awesome that like you want to connect people like that, but at the same time, like just live where your feet are. Like like you live with what's going on around you. Like, live in that moment.
True story.
Like live your energy in that moment and just be in that moment, because that's your life right now. Like, live in this moment. This moment is your life. You're not fucking at the office. You're not at home with the kid. Like, whatever you're doing, what we're doing right now, nothing else exists in my life right now except this conversation.
That's why this is so cool.
yeah, and that's why mindfulness is so cool, because like, like fucking, otherwise you could just be, I could be playing golf in my head right now. Like, I don't know, like I could be.
You just need some VR goggles. You're there.
Yeah,
dude.
I could think about drinking fucking IPAs with porter at the brick tomorrow. Like, I don't know. It's just fucking, social media. That's a whole can of worms.
It's crazy.
It's a whole can of worms, dude.
It is crazy.
But yeah, just like good intentions, like you said, but just.
I hope
the tool got misused too many times, and now it's become the narrative.
Well, and it's again a private company that has a monetary incentive to to get you to stay on that feed as long as possible so they can show you as many ads as possible, which is why when you watch entrepreneur shit, they show you Grant Cardone, because people who watch entrepreneur shit are going to like this similar shit. Like, they just show you what you want, basically. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you just keep scrolling that feed. But I don't know, I'm hopeful that it will become a better it's like a knife that's just a blade and doesn't have a handle. And like, you grab it and you're cutting yourself and shit,
Yeah.
Like, it's a good tool, but you need some additional help here.
Yeah.
Like, you need a grip.
You
need to get a grip, man.
Yeah. Get a grip. Something to compliment it. Yeah.
And I think that could happen. It's funny, on Rogan, he had Jack Dorsey on, who's the CEO of Twitter. And he was saying that Twitter, I heard Rogan reiterate this. I didn't watch that podcast, but he said something about Jack Dorsey saying that social media should be a public utility. And it would be not something that's held necessarily by a private organization, more like a government. Which, again, is still a private organization in some regard. Maybe it could take the crypto route and follow those same threads of being an open space. But, somebody's got to make decisions on that kind of thing. But the idea being that it's more of a public use thing, and there's no incentive to monetize it. Because, again, that's like really what fucks everything up.
Was that his vision for it?
No, that's what he was saying on the podcast. That's not his vision of Twitter.
Okay.
But he was saying about Twitter that there should be a Twitter like there is now, and then, like, Rogan described him saying it as a Wild West Twitter, where there's no moderation, like, there's no anything. Versus on regular Twitter, you can say something disparaging about somebody and you can get thrown off Twitter, like banned from Twitter.
Oh, so like almost like the purge of Twitter, like no rules, like for the Wild West one.
Yes.
Like very organic, like it's
raw. Which is true free speech, right?
Yeah.
Like, somebody who said a terrible thing about somebody and got banned for it, they shouldn't have said that terrible thing, no doubt. Well, probably, no doubt. Yeah. Maybe they deserved it. I don't know. Maybe they're a real asshole, and they should be called all those nasty things and racial slurs that you said. Yeah. However, they're not like, it's free speech. Like, you don't have a right not to be offended. Like, I have more of a right to speech. Like, you can't tell me not to say something just because you're offended. Like, you don't fix the world by dulling all the sharp things and putting bubble wrap on everything in the world. Yeah. You put bubble wrap on yourself. That's your own fucking responsibility. Like, it's how you interpret it. That's your responsibility. And you're not always going to like it, but the good news is you can say whatever the fuck you want to. Like, you're not limited by this nonsense. Like, because if you're doing that, you're restricting ideas. And ideas and discussion and transparency is what moves us forward. Yeah. Because
if you're censoring what you're saying, like that can get that's dangerous on like a 30,000 foot level. Mm-hmm. Think about like in the history of time, like
it's not free speech.
Yeah, like countries censoring the information, the flow of information.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I mean, that's how like elections get affected. That's how like it's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. It's crazy. I would love to talk to somebody about that too. Who knows more about that shit? Because that is just wild to me.
You shouldn't have like a political activist on or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get a little dicey.
I have to make sure it's somebody who's not too crazy.
Yeah, it could be a spicy one, dude.
Otherwise,
could be a fucking.
I'm in between one. Me and the door, or
yeah, the window.
Or I'm in
here, man.
If you want to get to that door, you gotta get through me. No, but, jeez, I wouldn't want to get somebody in here and piss them off. Like
No.
I want to make sure it's somebody I can have a civil conversation with.
Yeah, you should.
If they disagree, that's cool. But like,
study up on the lottery with Crowder and figure out.
He
what
talks
kind of
about
person
this.
you wanna get, yeah.
he talks about this. He's talking about getting like suppressed by Google or YouTube or something.
He personally hated.
I think it was him personally, or was he talking about a political candidate? I don't remember, but just the fact that again a private organization that's main incentive is to make money because it's owned by the shareholders, and the shareholders, that's as an organization your main priority is like the mission statement of your business, or the not mission statement, but like the purpose of your organization is to profit the shareholders.
Yeah.
And so, on the scale tips that way, and the public gets the short end of the stick. So like as long as that incentive's in place, like shit's gonna go wrong because humans are fucking humans. Yeah. Like we might like to think we're all all so nice and so so altruistic and like just want the best for society, but like, bro, no. that's not how humans work. That's not why we've had so many fucking wars. That's not why that's not why we've had all this conflict in our history. Like we've disproved that over and over again. Like that's not a good thesis. And that's not to say all people are bad. Like there's a lot of people who are good, arguably the majority. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of fucking psychopaths out there that are just looking out for themselves, and they're gonna fuck society over if they can for their own personal benefit. I just ranted for a long time.
No, you did. A couple different things, but like I was gonna comment on the like business end of it, and when you talked about like people looking out for the best of society, like I think like if Twitter were to change, it'd have to change on the premise that they'd be acting out of the benefit of the primary benefit of, let's just say the sole benefit of the users, the people, like the consumers, not their bottom line.
Well,
like because otherwise they're just gonna like keep people hooked like they are right now. And,
that's what it is though, dude.
And when I look up at lunch, I see fucking 9 out of 10 people on their phones on Twitter.
That's what it is.
Right, but like
it's insane. It's a bad model.
Yeah, no, like so the core of it, the crux, like I think they're acting in, I won't say greed, but like they're acting in the best interest for their bottom line.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't want to necessarily blame Twitter because that's how the system is set up. Like, you need to not have that problem. Like, at least not with something like that. It's not to say like if you own a fucking plumbing company and let's say it's a publicly owned company. Yeah. Like, of course you're gonna make money. Like that's fine. You're not gonna like fuck society over with plumbing. You know what I mean? But like when you're fundamentally profiting off the way humans communicate and ideas are spread and elections get like made, like you're completely throwing off the fabric of society and changing it based on the personal gain.
It's unethical.
It is unethical, I would say.
Like you gotta look at your
that's why he said
moral compass.
Yeah, and that's why he said it should be a public utility, because it's like I don't know. It's very interesting. As soon as you fuck with the flow of information, you fuck with freedom of speech, and as soon as you fuck with freedom of speech and you suppress ideas, you get a lack of progress and you get problems. Like money just creates problems. It doesn't just create problems, but like it does create some problems.
You can reframe that and say money's a tool, and then people need to treat that like in acquire the tool in a responsible way. Like
it is.
If you're manipulating people and manipulating people's like basic psychological, tendencies, like, and you exploit that, like, what's happening? Like, yeah, like that's fucking like how a lot of people make money. It's.
So I mean, at least in in the internet, like information communication world and like politics, you need the incentive to not incentivize more power and like more political status and more whatever. You need the incentive at the core to be the betterment of the people.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know how you do that, but I do know a lot of shit that's been in place for a long time has probably got to change to do that. which is painful in and of itself. So I don't know. It's weird because that's how like political candidates get funded, because they scratch the back of different organizations who are giving them a lot of money. It's like it's basically ethical bribes. It's a legal bribe. That's what it is. You're bribing somebody.
Yeah.
Like, and it's fucked. It's fucked. Shouldn't. But
I feel like it starts with valuing people. Like, if you value the individual, like, if you, like, I don't know, like, it sounds corny,
Mm-hmm.
this was what I was going to say, but it just kind of popped in my head. Like, think of it if like, the person you're, puppet mastering, like, is your mom, and, like, she's, she's hooked on YouTube, and, like, you got her hook, line, and sinker, and, like, and she's just doing exactly what you want to as a business owner, and, like, she's playing the game, running the rat race, and your model, and that you're making money off that, like, then it's just like, how do you feel about that? Like, that you did that? Like, how do you sleep at night?
Dude, dead on.
Lay down on your pillow. Like,
it makes me wonder about like
value people.
Like people that own tobacco companies.
Yeah,
like well, how do you fucking sleep at night? What?
Like, you're fucking helping kill people?
Yeah.
I mean, it's their choice to buy the cigarettes.
Yeah, for sure.
Putting them out there.
For sure. Yeah, and you're marketing it, and you're they're addictive. Like you've made them addictive on purpose, so you could sell more. Like you could say the same thing about Doritos. You could say the same thing about a lot of shit, dude. It's pretty fucked.
Didn't those get like wasn't there like a crazy study about them being like crazy addictive compared to other foods, like snack foods, junk foods?
I don't know. I mean,
well, you mentioned Doritos specifically. I thought I'd heard something before about.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised because like what is a Cool Ranch Dorito? Like what actually is a Cool Ranch Dorito? Like what's in that shit? I don't know.
Yeah.
Some garbage.
Yeah.
Some fucking garbage. I know they're engineered to be addictive. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. But
a lot of snacks are,
yeah. It's crazy.
I had I just thought I heard something about Doritos before. It's funny you said that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how you sleep at night though. It's wild.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. But, people are nuts. People want power. People want fucking power. There's a philosopher whose theory that everybody's motivation is the will to power. Will to power. That was his thing.
Really?
Who was that?
He wrote a book on his like findings on that, or?
I mean, it was like Plato or some shit. I don't know what he wrote, but
Plato.
Or was it Will Durant? No, I feel like it was Plato or somebody like that. Somebody older. I don't remember.
You can fucking learn a lot from history. Like,
mm-hmm.
Like when you relate shit, when you relate today's realities and today's struggles and whatnot, and like difficulties, like, and you relate that back to, I don't know, just fucking like ancient Egypt times or ancient Rome, and there's a lot of things that are in common, just like you can draw a lot of parallels from history that kind of run true today with the corruption and like.
There's a lot of sketchy shit out there, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Think about, I don't know, 100 years ago, 300 years ago, 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
If you didn't, swallow the religion pill, then you're a fucking weirdo and you're an idiot. Like, that is not the case today. Like,
no.
With information and science that have, like, the flow of information and science and everything that's developed and how much we've grown as a species and learned and whatever, it's like crazy. Like, even just that, like, it shows how far we've come. Like, there's still lessons back there about all that shit and how it applies today, but I don't know, I think it just shows how far we've come in a lot of ways. But you were talking about the individual and valuing people, and that's the root of the whole thing.
I think so.
I think so too. And I think that's a good way to look at it. And it's really interesting. MK's boss works in policy. And policy is more like health policy. In like drugs and the opioid crisis and, more like laws and shit like that. And, should vapes be legal? Should vapes be illegal? Like, should there be flavors, ages, whatever? It's like,
they just changed it to
that's true.
Like last week.
That's true. Like, changing all those things is going to have an impact. But at the end of the day, like, you can look at it from that high level and, like, look at statistics and groups of people and numbers like that. But at the end of the day, those are all just individuals making conscious decisions. Like, you fucking chose to buy another bag of Doritos. You fucking chose to buy more cigarettes. And, like, you're making those decisions. Like, it does all boil down to the individual. It's very interesting how there's these two levels. And I think it just goes to show that... Because everyone knows cigarettes are bad, right?
Mm.
And they're going to kill you. And nobody wants to die. So why does anybody smoke cigarettes?
Addictive.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
They're addictive. But, like... And I think that point proves, even though they're all individuals, and they all have the choice, they're all consciously making those fucking choices.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just proves that we are fucking animals. Like, we just got some shit that's firing off over here. Like, ooh, stimulation, yum. Like, give me more Doritos, give me more cigarettes. Like, it's
We don't give a fuck.
even though we're individuals and we're conscious, and it really does, to your point, boil down to the individual, and that's why it's so, like, huge to be empowered and recognize that you do have the decisions. Like, even though tobacco's addictive and I can go buy a pack of cigarettes right now, like, I have the choice to fucking not do that. And just because the policy changes and yada, yada, yada,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
yeah, and
You could make it as pretty as you want, but if they still might do it,
just because, I don't know, at the end of the day, we're still just fucking animals. And in the same way, like, we're still animals like we want cigarettes, we're still animals like we want power. And that's why people fuck each other over.
Yeah.
For power.
It's like, with the cigarettes too, it's like, because we're conscious, right? Like,
Mhm.
different from animals. Like, if you don't value your health, then, it doesn't matter. You might as well not be. For the purpose of smoking, choosing whether to smoke a cigarette or not, if you don't value your health, you might as well not be conscious.
Mhm.
What else is going to stop you from not smoking that cigarette?
Mhm.
Because you know it fucking releases dopamine in your brain.
Well, you don't know it.
And it feels good.
It's just like,
Yeah.
cigarette.
Yeah. yeah, you don't know. You just fucking feed off of it. But, like, it comes down to the individual.
Mhm.
It does. That's why I think, like, I was getting mad at... I was just sitting in my chair, like, fucking, like, at lunch today, I'm like, dude, like, all these fucking guys are on their phone. Like, get the fuck off your phone. What the fuck are you doing on your phone? Like, you have me somebody that doesn't do nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't date. They don't do drugs. They don't play checkers. Like, you're on your phone. Like, what are you doing? And I'm just, like, thinking, like, because I value mindfulness and, like, living in the present moment and all that. And you're just looking through that box and like, living through a screen is not living. Like,
It's autopilot.
yeah. It's just, when you look how small this thing is. Look how tiny this thing. Look how big this room is. Like what? There's something much
so
bigger.
Much going on in this room right
There's
now.
so many things. Like, if we were, September 28th, like this, like, what we know consciously, like, there's a lot in it. But, like, if I just saw this as an object, like I did it a couple months ago when we did that, like, I would just overlook it. Look at everything that's happening in this room right now.
Uh-huh.
There's so much other else going on. There's a bigger thing going on in this picture than this tiny fucking rectangle.
Mhm.
And we it just, people get fucking
Sucked
strapped
in.
to it. Yeah. This is life going on, right? Me and you right now talking. This is life. This is a moment.
Look at all this life happening.
Look at all this light. Look, there's stuff happening. What the fuck? It's this goddamn screen with lights and letters and...
It's crazy, dude.
It is. It's pretty wild. I don't know. It's just like sometimes I think within the past year I really started, I don't know, somehow that like just living through a screen is not living hit me. That just like that little saying. It's like sometimes I'll look at my phone and I'll just think about how small it is, how tiny it is. And then I look around where I am or whatever and just like, oh, there's life. Like life's happening all around me. Like there's life happening. I'm life. I'm happening. Like, but when I'm looking at that fucking screen, yeah, like I'm a happening dude. Like something's always going on. But like when I just fucking look at that screen, like all of a sudden I just look like a fucking retard looking down at his phone like the whole lunch, and it's, oh, I don't know, man. I'm getting charged up again. I gotta cool off. I ranted.
You're not fucking wrong.
No, I know.
You're not
it's
wrong.
Just but like, so going back, like I said, I value that mindfulness. Like you know, the people on Twitter, like they're probably not too self-aware if they're on Twitter every time they're eating lunch for the whole hour. Like I don't know. Yeah. And it just like, I think also too, cause like I have the other side of like, I remember talk about spending your lunch looking at your phone. I remember fucking sitting in a park eating a grape for 3 minutes. And like, dude, you take that with being on your phone, like my arm's not far enough to demonstrate the two ends of the spectrum.
Your arm needs to be down.
Dude.
Down in Salve.
Yeah, seriously, like, it's just night and day. Like, it's just so that those two ends of the spectrum are in the same world. I don't know. It's like, whoa, that just blows my mind, you know?
Dude, it's only gonna get crazier.
I know.
It's only gonna get crazier.
That's why I want to get rid of my iPhone now.
It's not a bad idea.
I don't know. I'm seriously thinking about it. I told Mom I didn't want a new phone for Christmas because she said she might give me one. She's like, I already thought about that. And I'm like surprised too because I only had my phone for 2 years. My phones don't last like 2 years. Like, I drop them all the time. Maybe I secretly don't want to.
Because you don't value those things, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Trying to get it out of your life subconsciously.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I really don't blame you.
Like, I don't know. It's funny. You know, individuals are gonna do what individuals are gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're
it's
making
just
choices.
Yeah.
It's wild to see.
Like you want to have sovereignty and freedom and have people do things. You want to have them do things that are going to fulfill them and, you know, the right things. But we are just fucking animals, and a lot of people do not do the right things. Mm-hmm. They just do what releases the right chemicals in their brain and makes them get that feeling, you know.
Cream free.
Cream fresh. Oh, cream fresh.
But like, and I mean, I was pretty depleted when I was like just looking at that. I'm like, just like I got mad, but like, you know, I'm judging them at that point. That like just assuming they're on, you know, fucking Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, just because I'm looking at a bunch of college students, and like
I would bet 90% you're right.
Yeah, the odds are pretty good. I was just gonna say odds are pretty good that they are. You know, I would guess. But like, I don't know. At the time, I was just like, I had to step back. I'm like, all right, well, like, you know, maybe they're texting their mom. I don't know. Maybe they're doing something important. I'm taking the learner path.
We should put down the fucking phone.
Call them. Just fucking call me. I'm done with the texting. I don't want to text anymore.
I don't know nothing. They don't
hear me somebody. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. They don't date. They don't do drugs. They don't play checkers. I like people with a little bit edge to them. You gotta have a little bit edge to them. If you wake up in the morning, you suck toast for breakfast, I'm in. If you don't like alcohol, but you chew heroin, I'm in. You gotta do something. Oh, it's so classic.
Hilarious.
So good. Oh, man.
What do you think, dude?
This was fun.
Yeah?
This was good. It was a good time, yeah.
I agree. It was.
It was a good time. Hope to do it again, dude.
Yeah. Could be regular, dude. I don't have.
Oh, you need a regular?
I'll check my schedule and let you know if I.
Let me know if you got any vacancies you're trying to fill. You know, I have a feeling you got a full fucking white calendar.
Yeah, dude, it's pasty white, dude. Like a fresh whiteboard.
Pasty white tush.
Has not been touched. School year has not started yet.
Oh man.
Kids haven't drawn penises on it. Yeah, it's I'm glad to be doing this.
Yeah.
It's just good conversation. It's a great way to
Yeah.
facilitate like being in the moment. It's
I felt totally immersed in this conversation.
Yeah, same.
Looking back.
And it's a great way to like just meet people and network, and like it's a good excuse, you know?
Yeah.
It's a good excuse to have interesting conversations.
I think it's cool too. You have like the room's enclosed. Like it's not like you're out in a super open space.
Mhm.
Just to kind of like promote that theme of like intimacy and like with the
Yeah.
other person, like in that relationship, in that conversation. You know, it's not like you're like all these other things are going on around like.
Distraction.
Yeah, like all more promoting like being in the moment, you know.
Not necessarily in the form of phone, but still distraction.
Yeah.
So yeah, I 100% dude. Just gotta figure out what to put on these fucking walls and book some guests and do this thing regularly.
What about
It definitely brings me, like when I've done it, I always feel good doing it. Like I feel like shit all day. I feel like shit all day long.
Really?
And
You feel
this,
good now?
yeah, it boosted my mood big time.
Too bad you're about to go to bed.
I know. And shut it up.
And there's over.
Good night.
Nothing. No productivity's over.
Yeah, but
Could you paint the walls or no?
I don't think so.
I know.
Yeah, you should put up some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
What about the? What do you call them? The thing you have over your ceiling, in your bedroom.
Tapestry.
Tapestry. What about it? Could you do that?
Yeah, I could do that.
That was my.
That's a good idea.
Mine first went to before when you were talking about it.
It'd be something plain though, because I'd want to be able to put Chief Wahoo's big fucking face right over top of it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to distract from Chief Wahoo.
You could do like a
Go chat.
do like a quote or saying or like a mellow picture with not much going on, but like still sort of like a feel to it, like an energy, like
Mhm.
a mood setter, like
I've
so to
got
speak.
a couple ideas, but I don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll think of it. It'll come to you.
Oh, it'll come to me.
It'll come.
All my fans are gonna start sending me fucking
Yeah.
goofy things to put on the wall.
So if you got any ideas out there?
Need something for this area right over here.
Not here, but all of it.
Yeah.
Not here.
All over here. All right, dude. Shutting this down.
Signing off.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye, y'all.